this down. Hello.
Hello. Are we live?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You're whispering. Okay, hello.
Hi, how
Hello.
are we?
Matt Palmer's upset because I used the wrong hashtag for Vanderpump Rules.
Did. The hashtag is hashtag pump rules. And,
yeah.
you know, hi, Christian.
Hello.
How are we all doing today?
Christian, how's your paper?
I hope it's going well. Hi, Tyler.
Hello, Tyler.
Guys, I apologize to any non-Bravo person in the chat because I really have so much to get off my chest about this.
It's fine. You'll give us context.
Yes, exactly.
Please be clear and do not leave out any details.
Oh,
unless we get bored.
I mean, I have to. I'm literally starting from 10 years ago,
okay,
so I
great.
have to leave
All
out
right.
some details.
Hunker down, everyone.
Hi, Ricky. Hi, Demi. Austin.
Hello.
Maxwell James. Oh, Jeff, our
Thank
promoter.
You, Jeff. Watch Divas and Dahmer. I mean, I already got paid for Dahmer. Y'all don't need to promote Dahmer. Dahmer has enough promotion, but we do thank Dahmer. Thank you, Dahmer.
Grace is
not
here.
The real Dahmer, but we thank Netflix.
We don't thank Dahmer.
We don't thank Dahmer.
Hi, Kaylee. Hope you had a great
Mother.
weekend as well. I see Shaka Khan is rude in the title. She's just being honest with what she thinks. LOL. But let's wait.
I mean, I guess it's her truth, but like it's rude truth.
It is rude truth. It's truth you could write.
In a journal.
You know, my advice is always email it to yourself.
Sure.
If you have feelings, email them to yourself. Hi, Mrs. Steele. Thank you for coming.
I submitted the first draft of the first 3 sections of the paper, which was about 10 pages. My professor really liked it.
Oh, yay.
Good job.
Congratulations. Palmer, thoughts on people defending Shaka by saying she's a better vocalist than Mariah, and why did Mariah being ranked higher of all people trigger Shaka? I think, you know, vocals are subjective, but you listen to that Tokyo Dome performance and say Mariah's not an incredible singer. It's crazy. I have no opinion on people defending Shaka Khan. I just have opinions on what I think she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope everyone's well as well. Yes. Oh, Juan's back. People are very excited.
Oh, Juan, where the hell were you? We missed you.
Why are we all sweatered up? We want to see some skin.
Baby, it's cold in LA, all right? Not that cold, but like
it's cold for us.
It's chilly. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's chill.
And I feel like these are very March colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. March to me is a green month.
Okay.
Like, you know how like you associate colors with specific words?
Sure.
March to me is strongly green.
Like how I feel Shake It Off is green?
Yes. Very much so.
I realize that Madonna is my old lady enemy. We all need to have old lady enemies, and it's too bad that my list is getting so long.
Who's my old lady enemy?
I don't know. You got to think of one.
I mean, I will always be angry at Barbara Streisand for stealing the role of Dolly Levi in the Hello Dolly movie from Carol Channing, but like I wouldn't say Barbara Streisand's my old lady enemy.
I have enemies.
Okay.
The shade was so funny though. It was funny. Big funny things can be rude. Oh, and Grace Jones. Sorry, my namesake. Wait, why? What did Grace Jones do? Just like have your name? Don't know anything about Vanderpump, but Ariana is friends with Simon Curtis, so I'm team Ariana. Great.
Okay.
Can we all take a moment to appreciate Palmer's sweater? Yes, let's take that moment.
Take that moment. Take a breath.
It's very cold. I'm wearing a blanket with sleeves. I mean, blankets are beautiful. Or snuggies, is that what they're called?
Oh, remember the days of the Snuggie?
It was a time. And even at the time, I was like, guys, you look bad. I couldn't do it. And I love comfort.
I'm not a blanket person. Like, I'm not one. Like, whenever people are like, oh, I'm cold in my house. Like, let me, like, wear, like, have, like, 12 blankets on. I'm always just like, oh, then I got to, like, refold the blankets.
Right.
Like, it's very annoying.
My cousin is a mess. Juan's talking about the Sandoval Ariana of it all. So.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think Tom is really Juan's cousin. We've been over this, but it would be great if he was. And if he was, tell him that we say, fuck you, Tom.
Let's have it. You know what, Juan? If Tom is your cousin, bring him into the chat and we will talk with him live.
I don't want to talk to him live. I don't want to give him any fucking press.
I do.
No. Grace Jones badmouthed Gaga. Can't believe a fellow Grace betrayed me. That's the thing. I feel like all of your old lady enemies are just people who like said something bad about Lady Gaga at some point.
So does that mean that we're your old lady enemies as well, Grace? Because
what if we said bad things about her?
No, not about Gaga specifically. Just that,
like some of her output.
We're just like,
Like, 2013 was a great. Her debut to 2013 was lovely. What an icon.
Her what?
Debut era to 2013.
Oh,
I was
debut to 2013.
Yeah, I was a huge
Gotcha.
Gaga fan at that point. I love a Snuggie, but it's for private use only. Fair. Steele, you don't like blankets or games. Red flag.
Also, like Snuggies, I don't like if it's like you have to get up and do something. Like, how does it not like fall off of you? You have to constantly walk around with your arms a little bit up.
Oh.
So it doesn't like slip off of you.
What, the Snuggie?
Yeah, to me,
I mean, I assume you're doing it at home. You're not like walking around in it. You're just like sitting on the couch arms in
I
this.
guess. But also the thing that I do like about blankets is the fact that like you do have to like go like this with your body underneath it. Whereas like a Snuggie, you don't like have to do that. I don't know.
Right. Well, Snuggies aren't really around anymore, so it's fine. I may have a bone to pick with Gaga right now. What did Gaga do now? No, you don't is the answer.
My stepdad's here too. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
He's M&M Stage Productions.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even seeing the
that's his
comment.
theater company.
Where's
He says I'm here too.
Oh, hi. It stays uneasy. I don't know what that means. My cousin is in LA. Said the wind was so strong it took down a tree in her yard. What the fuck? It was very windy. Even after the rain stopped, the wind was really going.
Yeah, not where I was.
Oh, really?
But like in the valley, it was.
Gaga's output now is fine. In my opinion, Chromatica was fire. Yeah, Chromatica came out.
Yeah,
it was a cute
Chromatica
moment.
is very good. I like
it's
Chromatica.
good. Yeah.
But you listen to Art Pop after Chromatica and you're like, oh, Art Pop.
This is something else. I look like a mess walking around my house. This is like a more fitted fleece, pan high. That goes to my ankles. I think that's fair. Gaga's filming Joker outside of Palmer's apartment. I don't know that she is, but she filmed some of A Star Is Born outside of our old apartment.
Remember that?
Remember that? It was like, A Star Is Born is happening here. And we were like, wow.
Yeah, because we lived by like a very famous recording studio.
We did.
Where they like film stuff.
Rich has a question for you.
Oh, Rich, you asked a question?
How was your date, Steele?
Oh, you know, my mother was asking me via text message. She was like, can I ask you how your date was? And I'm like, I'm sure someone else will. My date was nice.
No additional information?
Not on the podcast, no.
Well, we're not recording the podcast. Yes, it's just us and 42 friends.
I mean, I can't say that. I can't say that I have any huge updates.
Okay,
but it was a nice time.
Would you see him again?
We'll see. I have not, but we'll see.
But would you be open to?
We'll see.
You have an answer to that.
We'll see,
it's
ladies
like,
and gentlemen.
whether it happens or not, would you be open?
Stay tuned. No, but see, the thing, this is how you get people to come back to the
lives.
lives.
I see.
Because they'll get more bits of information.
I love that that's what you get on the lives, is just like a little bit of information about Matt Steele's dating life.
Yeah, and it's just like, come back next time.
And we'll see. I'm upset at her for not speaking up about drag bans happening right now, considering how much of her career has been built on drag queens. Interesting. A bit shady towards Chromatica. I don't dislike it. But really, a lot of celebrities should be speaking out and aren't. Cough, RuPaul, cough. RuPaul must soon, I feel like. Yes?
Do what?
Speak out about the, like,
about everything that's happening.
Banning in Tennessee.
I would
things.
imagine. I would imagine Ru would at some point. Like, if something big, like, happens.
Snuggies were largely invented for wheelchair users. Full-time and ambulatory wheelchair users can have issues with putting coats wrapping blankets around them, and Snuggies get rid of that. Oh, that's amazing.
That's fun.
That's more you know. I love that. Chromatica was certainly an album that existed. Babylon and Alice are great, though.
Great songs.
Wow, Steele, you went on a date. That's crazy. I'm gone for a week, and you already thoughting around.
Yeah, sorry, Juan. You weren't here, so I had to go on a date right after the live last week because I was like, I need my fix.
That's true. We needed that little bit of spice.
I need my male admirer fix.
We're happy for you. Yes, that's the thing. The people are happy for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. LOL, you guys should own your Gaga hatred.
We do not hate Gaga at all. We love Lady Gaga.
We don't hate Lady Gaga. Palmer, sorry, I hate it stripped. All right, I need more explanation about why you hate. Is it because, like,
for those of you who don't know, in the Discord, Austin was talking about how he listened to Stripped for the first time and did not like it.
And also, well, maybe I'll say this on the podcast because it is very cool. Austin and Jimmy and Jeff and Maxwell have decided they're going to do something called March Madness, where they listen to a new album they're not familiar with every single day of March, which is very cool. And I feel it could have been an official 2 Gay Mats thing, but we just didn't think of it.
Sure.
But also, I would love to do it, but we listen to like an album a week for our patron request.
Yes.
So it's like, it's hard to fit in other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wrote a long review, LOL, but I just like, I read it, but I didn't get it. The complaints seem to be it didn't earn its length. You thought it was so long and that the songs were boring, it seems. But I don't feel that way. Like, can't hold us, like, even beyond the singles, but like, can't hold us down, walk away, infatuation, impossible, underappreciated, get mine, get yours. Like, I think there are many great album tracks. I think every song on that album except what was it called? Move Over?
I don't know Stripped back and forth.
Stripped?
Not back and forth. There's 1,000 songs on it.
Makeover. That song is bad. But beyond that, I think it's just an album. I mean, but also maybe you just had to be there for 2002 for it.
It was very of it, like,
it was of its time.
It was a moment. Yeah.
It was a moment. The 2 Gay Match could get to Preacher Starter so much faster if they did March Madness. We could get to it and just not review it. But we're going to get to it. And I was thinking maybe what we could do, I haven't talked to you about this, so we're going to discuss it together.
Great.
For whoever wins the Oscar pool gets to pick the next patron request. Because I was thinking they can't just pick their own because not everyone's at that tier.
Yeah.
But if they look at the list of patron
And
requests.
see what they want to see
they're
next.
like, I want to see you guys do this one.
That's so that then there'd be like two winners kind of.
Yes,
because
exactly.
It's like, the person who wins the Oscar pool wins something, but like the person who requested that thing gets like a little bump. Okay.
Exactly.
That poor person who's coming next though.
Yeah. Wow, people are really mad for folks having a different opinion. No respect for what came before. I assume you're talking about Shaka Khan. I didn't say I didn't have respect for her, and the comments are rude. Like, that's a fact. Like, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am.
I mean, even if you agree with the comments, which like if you do, you're crazy. But like if you agree with the comments, then like you can't deny they're
rude.
They're rude. It's okay.
They're rude. That's fine. I've said, well, I guess I've said rude things. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess I've said rude things in my time.
In my time, Steel looks youthful today. Like, the collagen production is amazing.
Thank
okay,
you. I'm just a baby.
Oh well, and the lighting's great in here. Let's be serious. Steel looks. Hi. Hope I'm not too late. Never too late.
You're never too late.
We need to win the Oscar pool confirmed. Jeff, all right, you better look it up. You better enter it. Y'all know I'm going to be messaging the Oscar pool winner individually. I have money in my Venmo.
Oh my God.
I love Maxwell's insistence on pre-shows. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be amazing, but the insistence is pretty impressive.
I truly have no idea who Ethel Cain is.
I mean, I've heard of her.
Never heard of her until y'all started talking about her.
I've heard of her. She's a legend, and she's earned her right to be rude. I am not saying fuck Shaka Khan. I'm saying she was rude. Like, that's a fact, guys. Like, I'm sorry that's upsetting.
Like, Mariah has also been rude in her history. In time, everyone's
usually
been rude.
in response to something.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's
been rude.
to say, you were rude. I don't think means you're a bad person, and you should be stoned.
Of course not.
You're not Tom Sandoval. That's a bad person. People gassed up Shaka for her comments, please. She was very rude, and people can have a reaction. Absolutely. The Hollywood Reporter predicted Gaga to win her second Oscar for Hold My Hand. I don't foresee that, but you never know.
Baby, that is Natus. The people who are still holding out hope for Hold My Hand, it's just like, no, it's Natus, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Ethel Cain is the Haim sister who was raised in an attic. So that's not really, but that's the way to think of her.
Okay.
Excuse me, Steele. Mariah has not been randomly rude to anyone. Yeah, I clarified. He said not. I said it was a reaction, but she's,
sure.
Said like when Madonna used to be popular is rude.
It's rude. Like, but also like regardless of whether it's randomly rude or not randomly rude, it's still rude.
It's still rude. Matt P. Mariah has never done anything wrong in her life. Hey. Some people are like that.
Some people are like
it's called being loyal. I am Matt Steele, Ethel Cain who, and I love Shaka, but it is what it is. Yeah, I love Shaka too. I just said she was rude. I didn't say anything bad in that title, did I? People are mad.
No, but I think they hear it in your tone of voice, which is gonna be like Shaka Khan being rude.
I mean, she was rude. I don't know what to say.
Things come across as a little more aggressive when they're in written word.
Sure.
Than when you hear the natural uptick in someone's voice.
I mean, also like, this is called 2K Mats, not 2K Shakas or 2K Shaka fans. These are my opinions.
It's true. The only people we really have to be loyal to on this channel are each other, Carol Channing and Mariah Carey.
And even still, I'm only the one who has to do that. He can be mean about Mariah Carey and I'll just be mad.
I wouldn't.
I know. And I wouldn't be mean about Carol Channing.
Thank you.
I want her to be I wanted her to be well.
She's doing well.
She's doing well. Absolutely.
Steele, did you watch Barbarian? I did not.
I did not.
Isn't it crazy how the new girls will never have to endure straight up slander from the legends of this generation? Meanwhile, Mariah, Beyonce, Mary, etc., all had to get dragged in the process.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's a different time now. Like, and I think that's fine. And I just feel like, we'll talk about it. And please don't give Hold My Hand the win. Snooze fest downgrade of Take My Breath Away. Sorry, Gaga fans. We need a rude diva. It's so entertaining. I love it. Austin, you're going to have to say goodbye to that. I think there's too much backlash now, too much social media stuff. I feel like the rude diva is going to be a thing of the past.
It's going to be hard.
Like, I think Mariah will still shade J-Lo or, like, shade people that come for her. Mm-hmm. But I don't anticipate that she would, like, look at a list of names and be like, fuck that girl. You know what I mean? Like, I don't foresee that. Looking forward to the Natu Natu performance at the Oscars. But, again, not sure it's the best song in the movie. Do you think they're a better song than the movie?
I am a Dosti fan. I think Dosti is excellent. I know, honestly, like, it depends on my mood. Okay. Sometimes I would put Dosti over Natu Natu, but like at the end of the day, I'd rank them equally. They're different vibes, you know. Dosti's more like a groove, whereas Natu Natu is a dance.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it would be amazing if they open the Oscar ceremony with Natu Natu, because like that'll get people watching.
Get people pumped up, absolutely. Austin, I'll do it. I'll be the rude diva. Perfect.
Great.
To quote Mariah, I don't know her, finally caught up with all the Best Picture nominations after seeing Women Talkie ready for the Oscars.
All right, Ibrahim.
Did y'all see that Family Feud clip of Best Live Performer of Our Time and J-Lo was above Beyonce? I saw something, and it might have just said Best Live Singer of All Time, which is even crazier. But yeah, Family Feud people are confirmed, like the people they interview to get the numbers, confirmed idiots. So it's fine. Like they're like,
is there science to back that up?
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure it's just like these are locals. Like these are like people you find.
They're just locals.
Exactly. So I would be here with all the locals.
I have that's the best clip ever because
so
you
good.
have no idea why it's so funny.
It just is. It just is. And I think it's fine. Do you think Mariah will ever have another number one? I mean, I think stranger things have happened. Likelihood is low, but honestly, it could happen. It could happen with It's a Wrap. It keeps going, you never know. I heard On the Floor today, and J-Lo sounds so bad on it. That's funny. I love the Family Feud saying. I mean, I've also played Family Feud, not on the show, obviously, but like, you know, the board game version. And the answers are crazy. You have to think not like you would think. You have to think, okay, if you picked 100 random people on the street, what would they say?
Yeah.
It's just a different thing.
Oh, speaking of the Oscars, what's going on with the live stream next week? I don't know what time it starts, but are you starting late? Yeah,
yes.
We'll be starting the live stream late.
Yeah, we'll do it that night, but it'll be late. And maybe we'll be a little quieter because, you know, even though my upstairs neighbor is no longer grandparents, she's still a person that I want to like me. Yes. So we won't be as loud. Well, I'm never loud, you know. I'm very,
of course, yeah. So
very quiet.
Very quiet. Very sweet little angel voice.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad rude divas aren't as much of a thing, but I don't know. It's entertaining. The older you get, the less of a fuck you give. I get that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Chris Rock stand-up videos? I was hoping the Slap Discord wouldn't come back until next week, but it's made an annoying return. I didn't see the videos, but I've read about it, and it's like clearly Netflix planned this whole event around the
were you expecting him to not talk about it? Like, yeah. I didn't watch it, but like, guys, just ignore it. If you want to ignore it, just ignore it.
The J-Lo hate needs to stop. Jeff agrees. I don't hate J-Lo. I just read a comment and laughed. And the thing is, I do feel like just as a Mariah fan, people assume I hate J-Lo, and I really don't. I hate The Weeknd. And I hate Tom Sandoval. Like, I hate men.
Oh my god!
Like, I don't have any strong feeling. Like I've liked J-Lo songs. Play is great.
Sure.
Waiting for Tonight. You know Play. Play is great.
I don't know Play.
Play. Come on, play that song.
Oh, I know that song.
Yes.
Okay, that's a nice song.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't have a great best voice, but she's a great entertainer. Absolutely, she's a great dancer, puts on a show. I was hoping it would be left in 2022. But of course not. Yes, The Weeknd. I mean, and the thing is, the girls were getting on me about hating The Weeknd too, but sometimes you just have people who don't vibe with you.
Okay.
Vocally, musically.
I don't know anything that's going on about like anything that's going on with The Weeknd in this Rolling Stone thing.
That's less important. Like, it's like, it's just like, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
He didn't do anything wrong. It's just like, the thing you did was kind of bad, but then the thing the Rolling Stone did kind of bad. So it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
What's with The Weeknd hate? I just don't like his voice. As you should, hate men, not women. Speaking of The Weeknd, the HBO show, we'll discuss. Good to know. Thank you. I have surgery on Friday, but I want to make sure I'll be ready for the live still.
Oh, break a leg.
Yes. Is surgery break a leg?
I don't know. I'm just used to having break a leg come out of my mouth.
I hope it goes well and that you recover quickly and safely. I just don't know for surgery. You're gonna get surgery on her leg.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I don't know. I don't love The Weeknd, but he's got some bops. We hate Tom Sandoval, whoever he is. We really, guys. When I tell you this story, and the thing is, I have told this story so many times. A, Jackson knows so much about this. B, I went out with friends today who had not heard about this, don't watch the show, and I was like, let me practice telling you this.
Okay.
Because again, I'm literally going through all of the show and like the trajectory of how people get on it and what that means. Mm-hmm. So you could just tap. Just don't tap, but just I'll keep an eye on you. And if we're like, okay,
I'll just unplug the microphone.
don't unplug the microphone.
Well, the thing I want to warn you is that, look, every big, long story that I want to tell on the podcast, I always rehearse in the shower every day in the days leading up to the podcast. And I have to warn you, it never goes according to plan.
Really?
Never.
This is the first time I've rehearsed something at all.
I rehearse everything, guys. And I get in front of the mic and the camera and I'm just like, okay, wait, where do I start?
I think you do a good I mean, you go on a little long, but you do a good job. You make all the points, or maybe you don't make all the points you want to make.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like our issues are different. I feel like I will feel like, oh no, I went on too long, and will be like, I didn't say every single thing.
I didn't analyze it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have different issues.
Yes.
Haley is just living her life. Honestly, Selena and her fans are weird. Guys, we're not talking about that because we don't get it. Like, they both were in relationships with Justin Bieber. But like this big feud, is this based on like Haley maybe copying things Selena did and Selena maybe making fun of her, but then they both denied that they were, and now everyone's mad and unfollowing?
I don't know who Haley Bieber is. I know she did marry Justin Bieber, but like that's all.
She's Alec Baldwin's daughter.
Oh, is she?
She was a Baldwin.
Does she sing too?
No.
What is the competition?
That's the thing. It's like she doesn't make music. She's just a celebrity. She's just a celebrity who's married to Justin Bieber.
Guys, I wish everyone the best.
It's fully, and I wish that everyone the best. And I know I'm saying that before I prepare like a 20-minute soliloquy about Tom Sandoval.
Sure, yeah.
But that's different.
But that hits you. That hits close to home.
And I've watched
your
their.
heart.
I would have more feelings on Haley if they were on a reality show, and I had a feeling. But I really don't. I really don't have a feeling about Haley.
And guys, like, also, it's not 2012 anymore. Like, Justin Bieber has like stuff that he does and everything. But are we really that obsessed with Justin Bieber still that we are now obsessed with whatever's going on with Haley Bieber and Selena Gomez?
Right. It's like I don't know. Hey,
No.
I like Selena Gomez. She has a skincare line.
That's great. I hope she's making a lot of money.
Oh, her father's another Baldwin, not Alec. Okay, is it Steven? Is he the Republican?
Yeah, I think Steven is the one that went a little
roof.
And then there's who's the other one? Who's the other Baldwin, y'all?
Billy
Baldwin.
Why do I know all of those men's names?
Guys, I don't know.
Also, thanks so much for recommending RRR. It was ridiculously entertaining and heartwarming.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's the one I want to see before the Oscars.
You have to do it in the theater.
Oh, I don't know if I'm doing that.
But in the one on Netflix, it's not the right language.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Like even the music is different.
I know.
Well, okay. All right.
They should do it right in the. That's not my fault. That's Netflix's fault.
I know.
I want to hate JT, but damn, Future Sex Love Sounds is so good. His pen is also top tier. I love Rihanna's Rehab and Blow. I do want to hate him though. He is hit or miss with the pen. We've all heard Man of the Woods in that album. So don't think but that album is excellent. He certainly had a moment. And yeah. And I feel like the shitty things he has done, he's being held to task for. And it's not like he's upholding systemic oppression with the things he's done. Like what he's done is awful, but it's not like Kanye West like being mad. You know what I mean?
Continuously.
And continuously. Like it's so I think there's an easier way to separate the art from the artist with him. But the art got bad pretty quickly after that. So it's fine. Her father's going to preach. I'm just a bystander to all that. You guys should watch Traitors. I'm curious about watching Traitors. I'm thinking about watching it. It's got to be a publicity stunt before Selena's album. That has gone on way too far.
I think Alec Baldwin's a very staunch Democrat.
Signed up for a skill show trial. Thank you,
M. Warner.
Yes, we have another month of that, so get ready to see that ad.
Yeah,
it's
everyone's
happening.
favorite ad coming up.
I think most of the Republicans are. Oh no! I think Alec is definitely liberal. Are you watching RHONJ? I am, but I'm like watching it while I clean my room, and I'm like, oh, Teresa and Melissa.
Okay,
still fighting 10 years later. It's not. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. Alec Baldwin's a Dem. Yes.
Christian likes Man of the Woods.
Oh, all right.
I mean, there are some moments of Man of the Woods where I'm like, that's nice.
But there are some.
There are some
real tough moments on that album. We didn't review that album, did
we didn't. We talked about it a little bit when we reacted to his Super Bowl performance. Yeah. And we were just like, the album wasn't for us. Anyway, the performance.
Man of the Woods will not be on the March Madness list. I understand that. I think that's fair. Who heard the new Demi song from Scream? I didn't hear it, but I would love to. You know, I've loved Demi's last record.
I didn't know she had a song for Scream.
She did, yeah. I didn't think the Screams don't usually have songs, so I was like, oh, this is surprising.
They're going for that Oscar. Scream 6, Oscar winner.
Hey, you never know. They should give a retroactive Oscar to Emma Roberts.
As we know, you're a very staunch supporter.
Yeah, absolutely. I care about very few acting performances, and that's one of them.
Oh, Juan's getting his wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh, I have had that. I'm scared. Any tips?
I don't have wisdom teeth problem.
Oh, they never came in?
No, I only have 2 and they're not a problem.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I had to get all 4 of mine out, and I almost don't want to tell you my story because my situation didn't go well.
Juan's gonna go like gangbusters.
Juan's gonna go great, and mine didn't go poorly. Wow, like during the surgery, but like my recovery time was so much longer than they thought. My cheeks were puffy forever. I was bleeding. I watched so much Top Model though. So my recommendation is just like find a show you can binge. You know what? After this Vanderpump news, watch Vanderpump Rules from the beginning.
Oh yeah, go for it.
On Peacock, you'll love it. Emma Roberts was great in Scream 4. Yes, I love when me and Grace see each other. Yes, they should. Emma was amazing in Scream 4. Vinny agrees. See, people agree.
That's great. I need to see Scream 4 again.
All right.
I saw it once very quickly.
I stand by Emma Roberts being miscast in Scream. The thing is, Jeff and I have agreed on a few music things. I don't think we've ever agreed on a movie thing.
Really?
I don't think once. I'm like, what's a movie we both could like? I don't know.
Why do you say she's miscast? Isn't she supposed to be like a pretty girl who, I mean, spoiler alert, like you're not supposed to suspect?
Mediocre performance. Ugh. Man of the Woods is the type of artistry that you listen to once in your life to see what it sounds like. Kind of like serialism, LOL. I mean, that's a very nice way of saying I don't want to listen to this again. But
you know what? We tried something a little new.
Oh, we do like Wally.
We love Wally.
Yes, Jeff.
Everyone
there
likes
we
Wally.
go. Jeff, don't be like that. Emma being unassuming is the point. Not Vinny at Jeff. You stand alone. What a chat. You guys, we have fun, don't we?
She's one of the Nepo children I think is actually very talented. So
I agree.
don't mind.
Her and Ben Platt. Are there any black Nepo children?
I mean the Willow Smith.
Willow Smith and I guess
Jaden Smith.
Damon Wayans Jr.
Yes.
Very cute. And talented. He was good at
yeah, well but also oh no, they wouldn't because it's the brother. The Wayans brothers are the brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad that
he's just like significantly older.
Yes.
In a way. Yeah.
Like Keenan Ivory Wayans? Is he the oldest? Keenan Ivory Wayans?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it bad that if there were like black Nepo children, I'd be like, yes!
Get them, have those talented babies.
Mason Gooding, another great. Yes, you're absolutely right. Biggest celebrity crush. I don't know, who do I have a crush
ever?
on? Right? I mean, ever.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, as much as we were just talking about him, Justin Timberlake came at an opportune time for me.
It was an important moment for you.
It was an important moment for me.
Oh, John David
Washington, yes. How is he?
Baby.
Is he good? And
yeah.
Okay,
he's
good.
Talented, yeah.
Zoe Kravitz.
I'm
into all these people.
Yeah.
Haven't heard a bad one yet.
Ice Spice, new queen of rap.
I don't know Ice Spice well, but I've heard a lot about her, and I've seen her haircut. Very curly.
The hair, yeah. Ice Spice stole my look from 2017.
She really did.
Yeah, right when I got it cut, suddenly that hairstyle became popular.
Should you be Ice Spice for Halloween is the question.
That'd be
so good.
That would be amazing.
Don't color your skin. Just so we're all clear.
You know, I was totally thinking about it.
I just wanted to say it, just so we all had record of me saying, don't do that. But yes, that'd be amazing. Michael B. Jordan is a good. I mean, right now, honestly, I mean,
Michael B. Jordan. Who's
no. That's talking about celebrity crushes.
Oh, gotcha.
Right now, honestly, both Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, that whole Creed 3 promotion moment has been really lovely.
You've been clicking on those pictures when
every single time.
Let's make this one bigger.
Tracy Ellis Ross too, very talented.
Oh yeah.
I've actually never heard anything from her. She is pale, but you never know. I think she's less pale than Matt Steele.
She's not as pale as me. Nobody's as pale as me.
Yeah, you're always fighting for most pale. Have you all seen Creed 3? It's so good. No, I didn't realize it was out.
I didn't see the second one.
Screwed by Janelle Monáe is amazing, and Zoe is on that track, so we stand absolutely. Idris Elba, very handsome man. He's getting. We love everyone. I feel like the last couple of times I've seen him, I'm like, it's not hitting the same way it used to. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that ageism?
It's not his age. I feel like maybe it's. I think it honestly is the fact that now I know he does music. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know that.
He raps.
Oh.
And I think that it's kind of, his version of you know, a hot guy playing guitar where you're like, oh God.
Okay, well, I need to see a rap
God.
off between him and Ice Spice. That could be us for Halloween. You could be Idris Elba, I could be Ice Spice, and we can rap together.
But they wouldn't. No one would get why would we be a duo except for this exact exchange.
Well, everyone is on this chat. There's 66 people who would get it.
I mean, I love that. Also, you are saying this as if you'll ever have a Halloween costume. Ice Spice would be so easy that it would be funny.
Yeah.
But I feel like Matt Steele does not like.
Oh my God, I could have my hair and then I could wear my Spice Girls shirt. And I could carry around a bucket of ice. And I could be Ice Spice.
That's cute.
That's cute.
That's cute.
That's my idea of a Halloween costume. It's like do wordplay. Don't actually like put in the effort to dress up as the person.
I was in love with Zac Efron when I was back in middle school. Yeah, I feel like we all of a certain
we
age.
all were in love with Zac
I remember
Efron.
taking people to see Charlie St. Cloud, and I was like, I don't remember what that's about. I think he's either dead or there's a dead child we're dealing with.
Yeah.
But man, he looked great.
What was the other movie that we were watching that had from Orange Is the New Black? Oh, what's her name? The blonde actress.
It was one of those those movies, Nicholas Sparks movies, wasn't it?
Or I don't know if it was, but it was a romantic drama between the two of them and everything, and we like rented it. Did
we watch that
And we
movie?
watched that together like in 2012 or 2013
I'm pretty
when it came
sure.
out, and we were watching it, and we were just like, "Who's this girl? We are so into her. Like she is acting."
And hey, and look at her now.
Look at her now.
I actually don't know what she's doing now, but she had a big moment with
did.
Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah.
Is her name Taylor? I don't know why I would remember that.
Yeah, well,
she seems like a Taylor.
The star in Orange Is the New Black, y'all?
I need Andy to stop hosting the Housewives reunion. I haven't watched this Potomac episode, but last episode was very like, we're having a conversation. Did I say this already? That they were like, we're having a conversation about colorism, and since I am a white man, I will not contribute. But you guys can all talk amongst yourselves.
Oh my God.
We asked all the ladies if they'd like a moderator, and they said no. So they're going to talk amongst themselves.
And I will sit.
And I will sit and listen and learn. I was like, Andy, okay, you spent 12 minutes giving us this intro.
The Lucky One, that's the movie.
Oh, yes, we did see that. Was that movie good? I truly don't remember seeing it.
She acted her face off.
Was he like in the army or something?
Something like that.
Nicholas Sparks shit is all the same. And I saw so much of it.
No, it's not all the same. There's no army in Walk to Remember.
Oh, well, that movie's its own thing. That's its own thing. It's like how what's the Christmas movie I love with all my Christmases you in it? Love Actually.
Love Actually.
Love
okay.
Actually is its own thing. And then all the like New Year's Day, Valentine's Day.
Sure.
Is all crap. Wait, no, Matt Palmer should definitely be Nene Leakes for Halloween. Absolutely not. I'm not putting on a Nene wig. 17 again was the best he ever looked. That movie was actually great too. That was a very good movie.
My first TV crush was the father on The Nanny, Charles Shaughnessy. I remember going to the Broadway flea market, and Mama Steele, I'm about to call you out on the live chat right now. We were it was like you could like stand to like get your picture taken with a celebrity, and it was like his turn, and people could get their picture taken with him. Yeah. And as we were like driving home from the Broadway flea market or taking the train home, my mom was just like, that Charles Shaughnessy is good looking.
I love that both your mom and Christian have a similar
similar aesthetic. Do you like Michael Bolton too, Christian?
Your mom's into Michael Bolton?
Oh, every white woman over the age of 55 is in love with Michael Bolton.
Really?
Yes.
This is news
This
to
is
me.
a fact.
I had no idea.
Tell him how much you love Michael Bolton.
Grace, Valentine's Day is great, featuring the classic Today Was a Fairy Tale. I mean, if there are things that we in the Discord disagree on, it is that damn song. The Best of Me is so good, it made me mad at the end. One of Nicholas Sparks' best movies. Imagine that Frankenstein blonde wig on Palmer's head. Lord. Tom Welling in Smallville confirmed, yep, I'm into guys as well. That's funny.
Tyler's mom likes Michael Bolton too.
All right.
Hey, maybe everybody likes Michael Bolton.
Love Actually bored me. Sorry, I actually fell asleep and it was still on TV. Oh no, I think it's so great.
It's nice.
It's great.
It's very good. I understand why people love it. I like Love Actually.
Not Justice for Today Was a Fairy Tale.
Yeah, not Justice for Today.
Again, as soon as she says, you were a prince or I wore a dress or whichever one comes first, I'm like, next. I wore a dress.
That song is so rough, guys. I'm so sorry.
It all comes back to Taylor. But hey, at least we're not talking about the F word, which we haven't actually talked about in a while.
We haven't talked about it. I haven't seen Love Actually yet. But
it's very sweet.
It's a very sweet movie.
I wanted to see Palmer, you also like the Family Stone, which is actually boring. No! The Family Stone is lovely. And it's the only other Rachel McAdams role where she's a huge bitch. And that's what we want from Rachel McAdams. That's what I want from her.
I'm pretty sure she's a huge bitch in Mean Girls.
No, that's what I'm saying outside of Mean Girls. Mean Girls was
gotcha.
understood.
I didn't
like,
hear
that's
that.
the only other role.
Okay.
And, like, it's great.
Today was a piece of shit. Unpopular opinion, I hate Notting Hill. Ducks for I've never seen Notting Hill.
Yeah, I probably saw it as a kid and I don't remember it. Also, something else I like about, speaking of, Austin, I was like, you are brave for suggesting Folklore to Adam Parnell. I was like, give him a Speak Now or Fearless. I think those are easier to swallow, but who knows? Maybe he'll like it. I know you were like, she sounds the best on this album, but I don't think we're going to get, and this again is not shade. It's not me being Shaka Khan rude. I don't think we're getting Taylor to a vocal place that Adam Parnell is going to be like, oh, what a vocal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just not her thing. She's a storyteller. Family Stone is not boring. It's excellent. Wait, I had something to say. Oh, also another reason why I like the Family Stone, and this might be a little problematic, so we're not going to put on the podcast.
Okay.
When the first boy I ever dated had hearing aids, and I had friends. I did not call him this, but the deaf character in Family Stone brings home a black boyfriend, and so they'd refer to him as Family Stone because it was like we were together, and it was like kind of cute.
That's kind of funny. Like it's kind of cute.
And it's cute.
It's very cute.
It's cute. And we wish him all the best.
Yeah, and then it's like all good things. Like they were a lovely couple in the movie. Ty Giordano was so cute.
Oh, he's adorable.
He's adorable. Yeah, from a Big River, the revival that I made you watch.
Oh yes,
That
I was
video.
like, you did watch.
Yeah.
I was like, did I watch all?
Oh, I remember like watching the Broadway on Broadway concert on TV and seeing Ty Giordano and being like, he's cute.
I
Who's that? Who's
know,
that?
I know. Talk about a strings moment though on Enchanted on Speak Now. Oh, Enchanted. Now
That's a classic. That's.
I can't. Is it like I'm at my most Swiftie when I think about Speak Now?
Oh,
it's
yes,
just like
because she is at her most Taylor when she is on Speak Now.
She is. That's what I'm going to say when someone asks me their opinion on their singing. You're a storyteller, not a
That's so.
Oh, great. Lord. Not Tyler being like, I'm ready for you guys to start.
Wow.
Starting the podcast. We have some things to say. Sorry. Lover has great vocals too, but Speak Now has good vocals too. Super excited for the re-release of it. Love Enchanted. I don't know. I would say a good first Taylor album has to be one of the best written albums and one of her best melodic albums. Okay.
Which would that be?
Which would it be? Yeah.
Yeah, Christian, what's your favorite Taylor album? I forget if you've said that.
I would recommend Adam Speak Now, Taylor's version if I could. It's got to be coming soon, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have your Renaissance tour outfit yet? I do. It's literally just the Renaissance shirt that I have. Black pants, leather jacket. If it's cool out, I might not even need it. It'll be September. I'll probably be fine.
Yeah, you'll be dancing a lot.
I'll be
at
dancing.
that
I'll be
concert. You don't need
moving.
that jacket. You'll be sweating.
Well, Tyler's sick of us, so maybe we should start the podcast.
Okay, Tyler.
Tyler was like, "Are you started yet?" Okay, let me.
All right, well, let's go.
I'm worried about my monologue.
It's gonna be fine. It's take a deep breath.
Fine. You know, I'm not
this.
an actor. I just want to hit all the points, but also not have it take 35 minutes.
You're gonna be fine.
Right?
You're gonna be fine. Don't
Okay.
worry. Okay.
Also, my mouse is being weird lately.
Oh no.
F you, mouse.
Oh no, F you, mouse. All right. Okay. You got
All
it?
right.
You got it in your head? You got the monologue in your head?
Guys, this is the first time that I've come to a podcast recording knowing what I want to say. And the thing is, the discussion of Tom and Ariana on Vanderpump Rules and what happened with them this week is so in-depth and has so many layers to it. I don't want to do it a disservice by not giving you enough backstory to understand why this is so shocking and so upsetting. And so I'm nervous that I'm not going to get all my points across as clearly as I would like. So everyone, please bear with me.
I have faith that you can do it because this story is in your bones.
It really
This story is in your bones. It's as much your story as it is theirs.
And it's like, you realize I was just rewatching the show from the beginning, and Ariana has just popped up in my season 2 rewatch. So I have a lot of feelings.
You were born for this moment. Take a deep breath, and we will start the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor, Skillshare.
Yes, Skillshare. Okay, where's that ad? This episode of Two Gay Mats is brought to you by Skillshare. We all know I love nothing more than a day job where I can close my computer right at 6 p.m. and focus on my passion projects like Two Gay Mats and Matt Palmer Music. The good part's available now. Ever since we started doing things like live streams and actually posting to TikTok, I've wanted to sharpen my skills in those areas, and Skillshare is the best place to do just that. With Skillshare, I'm excited to learn more about film and video, about Photoshop, about marketing, which I am famously terrible at. And I'm excited to learn from creators and professionals who are actually masters of it. So if you're one of the first 1,000 people to click the link in the episode description, you can sign up for Skillshare and get your first month completely free. So why wait? Click the link in the episode description and sign up for Skillshare today.
All right.
Do
you want me to start or you want to start?
You can start.
All right.
I feel like you won't be talking for a while, so you should probably start.
Thank you. You're so giving.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Two Gay Matts podcast. It's Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And Matt Palmer just told me that I should introduce everything because I probably won't be talking for a while.
But you'll talk during this intro because we'll get to not giving me moments, but the news for idiots in a moment. So Matt Steele.
Yes.
How was your week?
My week was very, very busy.
Okay.
As I told you, two of my best friends came in from out of town, Fernando and Matt Bridges. And so I got to hang out with them a lot on Monday with our very good friend Greg. And then Tuesday, we went to Universal Studios because my good friend Greg works there. He's a VIP tour guide, and so he got us some cheaper tickets and also some early access tickets to Nintendo Land or Nintendo World. Do not call it Super Mario World because they will yell at you.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I literally thought it was called Super Mario.
Nintendo World or Nintendo Land, whatever.
But it's all Mario characters, isn't it?
It's Nintendo. They get very angry.
This is crazy.
I mean, sure, yes.
How was it?
It was adorable and fun and you walk in and it's like, I mean, I had to be there at 7 a.m. because that's what early access is. You go like an hour and a half before the park opens and you get to experience it earlier. So, I don't love waking up early.
That's very early.
Yes, it is. And so, but you walk in and it's just the most gorgeously designed exhibit. Like, it's interesting because you walk around it and it's actually smaller than it appears, but the way it's designed, it looks so deep and intricate that you're just like, wow, this feels massive.
That's so exciting.
So yeah, it's really cool. It's like the way it's designed is really brilliant. It is a little gamier than I tend to enjoy in a theme park. Like I'm a ride girl. Like while I am very impressed with how everything is designed and everything, it's like at the end of the day, I truly don't care if there's vomit on the sidewalk and just nothing is designed to just strap me in on a ride, hurl me around upside down, make me feel like I'm gonna die soon.
How many rides were there?
Oh, in Mario,
yeah.
in Nintendo Land?
Yes.
There was one.
Oh,
and
is it the Mario Kart?
Yes, well,
okay.
Ish. It's like you are driving around this cart and you have to push these little guns and throw turtle shells at the things and everything.
Was it fun?
It was fun. It was very cute. But the big thing with Mario World is like these challenges that you have to buy a wristband. I did not buy a wristband, but you have to buy a wristband to do these challenges.
Okay.
And so the challenges are very cute and everything. But I'm a ride girl, so it was a very impressive attraction, but I was excited to do, especially when we were finished with it. That's when the park opened, and there were so many people in there, so we really beat all the lines.
That's
awesome. The early access tickets were worth it, and so I was more excited to go to the other more ridey rides of Universal Studios.
Got it.
Wednesday, I had lunch with my friend Arthur. Thursday, I saw another friend. My friend Zach was coming in from out of town. He really wanted me to meet his fiance.
Oh yeah,
and so me and my friend Connor drove down to Long Beach to see them because he flew into Long Beach because they were going to Disneyland. So that was another early day. Connor picked me up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I hung out with them, had some breakfast and everything. So it was a week of early rises.
Wow.
But to see friends from out of town because Arthur was visiting from out of town too. So I don't like rising early, but I will do it for friends.
That's kind.
I'm so kind.
What a good person. Where's your Nobel Prize? Truly?
Honestly.
That's
because I was so peaceful when I did it because I was just like, you know what? It's okay. I will wake up early to go to this attraction that has no rides, but
it happens.
But I will do it because I love my friends. And I did have a genuinely wonderful time.
That's lovely.
Matt Palmer, how was your week?
My week was also pretty good. I saw Matt Bridges on Monday for lunch. We went to Cheesecake Factory, which was great. And great to see him again. I just hadn't seen him in such a long time.
Good choice. Cheesecake Factory has such big portions.
Oh, it's great. And it's just the food is good. The menu is endless. I could look at it for days, read it like a book, like a novel. I love Cheesecake Factory. This weekend was kind of low key, and it was nice because last weekend was so busy seeing people, and I was not feeling super social. We were had plans on Friday that got canceled, and so we just kind of stayed in, and I watched Women Talking, which... this is not a comment on the movie. I was very tired that week, so it is just women talking. And so I fell asleep a good number of times.
Okay.
So I think I got the gist, and it seemed lovely. And I wasn't as bothered about like the Instagram filter people are saying they don't like about the movie. That didn't bother me. It also was just like, I don't know. It's just such an intense situation that like based on a true story is so fucked up, and it just like messes with your mind a bit.
Oh, you know, I think it's beautifully shot too. Like the way the shots work in the movie. I loved women talking.
You were not bothered by the color?
No, I got used to it very
grading?
quickly. But the way when I saw like how it was shot, I was like, oh, I'm really impressed by this. So I think the screenplay is fantastic. I think it would be great if it wins. It's kind of the front runner to win. So it just won the WGA.
Wait, to win what?
To win adapted screenplay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You were talking
Yes.
about Best Picture.
No, Everything Everywhere at Once is winning Best
Okay,
Picture.
just want to make sure.
Do not worry. Nothing has changed since May when I said it was going to win.
Things could have changed. I don't know, but
Nothing's changed.
So yes, that was a nice Friday, and then Saturday I had a whole plan. I have a new song called Most Improved that I was going to not perform, but like record the vocals live, which is like something I did before with a song called Broken Hearts Club. And I had this whole plan, do it at 2 p.m. I went on a walk with Janie that morning, came back home, and my internet's not working. And I'm like doing everything I can, trying to do all the plugging and things that I can do. And I call up Spectrum, and I'm just like, hi, the internet's not working. The modem looks like everything's okay, but I plug it into the router, and it's showing me that there's no internet. I plug it in directly into my computer. Nothing happens. Like, what can we do? What can be done? And also, the internet is under Jackson's name. So they're like, are you Mr. Musker? And I'm like, yeah. And so I'm like, yes, this is mine. I give them his number. I was like, yeah, this is the number attached to the account. We talk about it, and like, I'm in a good mood, but like, it's at 2. We have it. It's set on the schedule that we're starting at 2, and so the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, can you try plugging it into the router again? Try plugging it in directly to your computer, plug it back into the router. And then he's like, I think it's a problem with your router. Like, you should call the company that makes it, because you guys don't use the hardware we make. You really could use the hardware we make, and we could do diagnostics. Do you want to buy that? And I was like, well, I've used it before, and it's pretty slow. So, so I'm like, oh God, they think Jackson's such a bitch.
Oh no.
I was nice for 90% of it, but like the time's a ticking, and like you're not giving me real solutions.
Sure.
So initially, then they're like, okay, we're gonna schedule someone to come out Tuesday. I was like, oh, we won't be able to do the live podcast, but we'll all live through that. Whatever. He gets off the phone. I go through the process of like canceling the live and rescheduling it for the next week. And then I mess around with the cords a little bit. And I'm like, well, let me try using this other Ethernet cable instead of the one I was previously using. And it worked.
You know what? It works. We're happy about that. And you know, it sucks when you have to postpone a cute live that you were planning and like a song that you wanted to record and everything. But now you have an extra week to like think about the song a little more, maybe change a lyric or two.
No, the song's done.
The song's done? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well.
But I just felt, and I guess that's a part of the job, being like a tech company's customer support, but I felt kind of like an idiot, like calling back. Luckily, I got a different person, but I called back. I was like, oh, hi, I'm going to need, I had a scheduled appointment for next week on Tuesday. And like, you know what? We can just go on and cancel that. And they're like, oh, so your internet's working then? I was like, uh-huh. And I was like, if you're going to ask me follow-up questions, I will be honest, but I'm not just offering the information like, oh yeah, I was being an idiot and was kind of a bitch on the phone. And you think my name's Jackson. So Jackson, difficult to work with.
Listen, I don't think they would think you're an idiot. Like how would you know your Ethernet cable doesn't work?
I don't know.
You know, it doesn't like say on the Ethernet cable like out of battery or out of juice or whatever. So
in my defense, he didn't say you should check your Ethernet cable. He was giving me a lot of solutions, and that wasn't one of them. So you know I felt a little silly.
You know what? At the end of the day, no one died. Jackson's reputation is a little soiled, but you know what? He's already like one of the nicest guys on the planet, so like he can come down a peg.
Exactly, gotta come down a peg. It's only fair. Speaking of soiled reputations.
All right, guys. Well, my timer is starting.
Don't start a timer. Okay. So there's a television show called Vanderpump Monologues.
We're really starting at the beginning.
We have to start at the beginning.
God created the heaven and the earth, baby.
This is not a Bravo podcast. I realize there are non-Bravo listeners. I want to give you context just so you know why this is such a big deal and why all of your Bravo friends are shaking and crying and like going through it over the past week. The show starts with Tom Sandoval. He's dating a girl named Kristen. At the beginning of season 2, Tom Sandoval's in the doghouse because he has cheated on Kristen with a bottle service girl. The season goes all the way through. He cheats on her again with a girl named Ariana, a season 2 edition. And Sandoval and Ariana say, okay, we just made out. Kristen believes they did more. It never really happens. Like nothing happens in which we decide what really happened there. But Ariana and Tom get together. this would be a bigger deal of the season, except Kristen that same season had slept with Jax, who at the time was the star of the show, and also the like ex-boyfriend, maybe almost new boyfriend of her best friend Stassi. So the whole reunion was about crazy Kristen. How dare you sleep with this guy? How dare you do this? You're cheating on Tom, and you're doing this to Stassi. What an awful person. But Tom Sandoval had already cheated twice and was with Ariana, and no one really had any questions. It was like, okay, they're together now. Kristen's crazy. We can't believe anything she says. All right. After season 2, the show is a big enough hit that the new people added to the show, or the people that come on the show as a significant other of one of the cast members, want to be famous. Like, it's now becoming The Bachelor. It's becoming Big Brother. It's like the goal here is have an Instagram following, be famous. I'm now on Vanderpump Rules. Kristen starts dating this man named James. James is 21 and like very outwardly, at least emotionally abusive, maybe more.
Oh.
They break up in season 4 and he calls her the most horrible names. He spits on her door. He's just so outwardly horrible, much like Jax was. And so as the seasons go on, Tom and Ariana are the stable couple. They are together. They are just stable couple. They have been together at this point for 9 years in season 10, which we're in. They were together for the whole time. They never got married, but they own a house together. They have businesses together. They've written books together. Their lives are
businesses.
Very intertwined. Ariana doesn't really want kids, but was like, okay, I'm going to freeze my eggs just in case, because Tom might want them at some point, and I want to have the decision, the option, whatever. As time goes on, James, after breaking up with Kristen, brings on a girl named Raquel. Raquel and James start dating. Raquel's real name is Rachel, and she has changed it to Raquel, very Hilaria Baldwin. So we should have known that was weird, and we should keep an eye on her. But she just comes across as harmless is the first word. Like, big eyes. She's a pageant girl. She seems very sweet. James is so difficult, and she just has big eyes and is sweet and maybe not the brightest, but like never once could you think of a bad thing to say about her. And at this point, the show is so big. All of the people that were in the original cast, like Stassi, Katie, Kristen, are so unwelcoming to any new cast member. So cruel, like icing them out, trying to get them off the show. Ariana is so beyond nice to these new people, including Raquel. Tom and Ariana take her under their wing. Eventually, season 9 comes around. Tom Sandoval is like, okay, man, I'm going to try to help you propose to Raquel, James. You guys have been together for 5 years. I'm going to pay for your proposal. I'm going to have this whole Coachella event that I will pay for. And James, you get to propose to Raquel in whatever way you want. This is going to be so beautiful. This engagement, of course, ends. By the reunion, they are no longer together. Raquel is now on the show. We've been watching 3 weeks of it, and she's essentially the star of the show at this point because she's like the messy single girl.
Okay.
And like just trying to find her way. She's like this Bambi-eyed new deer in like single life and just trying to find her way. Sandoval and Ariana still very much together, caring for her, letting her sleep at their place when they need it. And the whole storyline of the season is a different Tom. It's confusing. Schwartz and Katie have just gotten a divorce.
Okay.
And Katie finds out that Raquel is considering making out with Tom Schwartz because there was a rumor going around that Schwartz had hooked up with Raquel at Coachella, but that never happened. Schwartz was not at Coachella.
Okay.
So the whole season that we're about to watch is about like, will Raquel kiss Schwartz? Oh my gosh, Katie's gonna be so pissed. How could Raquel do this? But at the end of the day, as annoying as it is, they're both single people.
I'm assuming this was during a bad season, right?
No, this is now and it's a good season.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, okay, it's the one thing Katie said was don't hook up with anyone in the friend group. And it seems like Schwartz and Raquel are hooking up.
Okay, great.
On Wednesday night, Tom Sandoval also is just a big loser. He looks like a gay Johnny Depp type. He wears eyeliner. He fronts a cover band. There's nothing cool about his person. He makes my skin crawl. But he's performing, and Ariana, still 9 years in, this is real time, not on the show, taking video of Sandoval performing. And it's like, oh, I have his phone. I'm taking this video. Wow, so amazing. What a performer. Goes to the bathroom with Tom Sandoval's phone.
Oh, God, I love this.
Receives a text message from Raquel.
Oh, God, I love this.
That is sexual in nature. And then scrolls through their text messages.
Oh.
And for the past 7 months, they have been having an active affair. Like, this is not a one-time I slept with you thing. This is like, Ariana is my friend, and the whole rumor about like Schwartz and Raquel hooked up at Coachella. No, Sandoval and Raquel hooked up at Coachella. So before the season even started shooting, they're having a relationship behind Ariana's back. They have gone to the point of being like, okay, we're going to both wear lightning bolt necklaces. So you can look at pictures of Raquel in this lightning bolt necklace and Tom Sandoval in this lightning bolt necklace from months and months and months ago.
How did Ariana not notice? Like, oh, they both have lightning bolt necklaces.
Well, that's just like, oh, you have things, but they were signs that we love each other.
That's
from afar.
you. When you're having an affair, you don't need a sign.
Exactly.
Like, not that I'm telling anyone to have an affair, but if you're going to have an affair, have no evidence.
No evidence. So they were like sending each other signs, saying they wanted to be together. Raquel is currently at the point that Ariana finds this. Raquel is on Watch What Happens Live with Sheena, who's had her back, but is also Ariana's best friend. Ariana texts Raquel and Sheena, and it's like, "You're dead to me." Sends the video of it. Sheena finds out about this basically right after Watch What Happens Live ends. Sheena punches Raquel in the face. And as this news breaks and we all know about it, the production is like, okay, cameras back up. We have not been filming this show for 6 months and we are capturing everything about this. And okay, yes, is this going to be good TV? Is cheating scandals, is a cheating scandal what you want from Vanderpump Rules? Absolutely. But this is just so beyond cruel. The commitment that Tom Sandoval had made to this girl and who had done so, supported this guy who's such a fucking loser. She's been out of his league the entire time and she's done nothing but support all of his idiotic dreams. And this is how he repays her.
She froze her eggs.
Froze
That's
her
like,
eggs.
isn't that like a really invasive?
It's very invasive. It's like she's a person that if it weren't for him, I don't want kids. I shouldn't even need to be doing this. And Raquel, it's like, I think the only reason I have less to blame for her is she wasn't the one in a committed relationship. But still, this is your only.
No, but fuck her.
But fuck her.
Fuck
And
her.
she is one of the 2 people on the cast that accepted you. And just a week ago was like,
Yes.
She is a true friend to me, Ariana. And it's like, what are you thinking? It is not worth the Instagram followers, the fame you thought you were going to get to truly blow up this relationship and someone else's life. For this, even for me who loves trash, I love trash. I love bad things.
I love trash.
I love trash.
I love trash.
I love watching a car crash relationship happen. This is heartbreaking to me. This poor woman did nothing to deserve this. Mm-hmm. And now, of course, Tom is Tom owns Tom and Schwartz and Sandy's, 2 restaurants that people are going on Yelp, giving 1-star reviews to and canceling their reservations to. And it's and now they're all putting out comments, statements being like, this is all a personal thing that one person did. There's so many people that go into this restaurants. Please don't review bomb us. Mm-hmm. And Sandoval released a whole monologue apology, apologizing to Schwartz, his business partner, apologizing to the other people at the restaurants he owns. Ariana's name is not mentioned.
Ooh.
You're not going to apologize to the person you deceived and you embarrassed and whose time you wasted. I'm sickened. This show is excellent, but it's not worth it. And also, Raquel, where is the long-term goal here? If the goal was I want to be the star of the show, you're on an island. There's no way to get kicked off a Bravo show quicker than be no one's actually your friend. So what is the point of having you in this group? Does Sandoval stay on the show? I don't know. It's just Raquel had James to hide behind because James is so outwardly horrible. And Tom, when Jax was on the show, Sandoval had Jax to hide behind because Jax is so outwardly horrible. But you 2 sneaky motherfuckers, you are the worst type of person. I can't believe this happened, and I'm so upset. And of course, I'm going to watch every frame, but how do you feel?
I want the cinematic recreation. Scorsese's a huge Vanderpump Rules fan. So I see him just sitting at home just being okay, I see the scene in the bathroom where Ariana goes through the text messages and reads months worth of text messages and discovers.
Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Heartbreaking.
That's awful. Poor Ariana.
Poor Ariana. So justice for Ariana.
Justice for Ariana.
Apparently there are justice for Ariana shirts out there that are going to be, proceeds are going to some charity of her choice.
That's great.
There's merch available. I'm just so sickened by it, and it's occupied such a big space in my mind that I'm glad I can at least get this out. And the fact that this is happening in real time, wild.
You did a great job.
Thank you
You
so
did
much.
not stumble over a damn word.
And you understood the gravity.
I understood I understood every single moment that happened. You did it in a concise way. You need to write all of my speeches from now on.
All right, I know you just know that. If it were your choice,
Yeah.
would you keep Sandoval or Raquel on this show after this season?
For like a season. For like one season. Just to, see the fallout a little more.
Yes, because we want to see the fallout.
Yeah.
But man, you were so hated.
So this happened on, this was discovered on Watch What Happens Live. Like, what's it? Sheena and Raquel were on Watch What Happens Live when Ariana sent this.
Yes, but they didn't read it on the show. Like, they didn't find out.
No.
Yes, they were on Watch What Happens
Their
Live.
phones were vibrating.
Phones were buzzing.
Backstage in the green room.
Yes, before Raquel got punched, I guess.
Oh my God.
Which, like, we don't support physical violence, but I understand.
Happy anniversary to the Oscars, I guess.
Oh, God. Okay.
That was great. That was great, guys.
I feel like I can breathe.
That was really good.
I
echo your sentiments.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate it. I'm glad it's out. Next up. Apparently, crew members have claimed that Euphoria creator Sam Levinson's new HBO series, The Idol, with The Weeknd and Lily Rose Depp, has been utter chaos with firings, hidden scripts, and a wasted $75 million budget.
Whoa.
What a budget. So apparently things are being rewritten, reshot. It's just all happening. What I signed up for was a dark satire of fame and the fame model in the 21st century. It went from satire to the thing it was satirizing. That is a quote from the source. 4 sources say the story was changed to a degrading love story with a hollow message that was offensive. It was like any rape fantasy, R-word fantasy, that any toxic man would have in the show, and then the woman comes back for more because it makes her music better. So they have this whole thing, which like makes the show sound pretty bad, but like, no shade to Rolling Stone, but like we're not all reading Rolling Stone all the time. Like, it was getting a little bit of buzz, but not that much.
Yeah.
The Weeknd decides to clap back on Twitter, and so he sends a video clip from this unreleased show of his character and I guess Lily Rose Depp talking about how Rolling Stone's not relevant, and like her being on that cover is just like them leeching followers off of like this fake pop star that Lily Rose Depp is playing, and like his performance was bad, it looked boring, the writing was bad, and it's like, guys, like this is not the OWN you thought it was.
So they're angry at Rolling Stone for, I guess, exposing this story?
Yes.
Okay, why be mad at Rolling Stone? Be mad that this all happened.
I know. You'd think, but
it was going to get exposed one way or another, so like, why are you blaming Rolling Stone?
Yeah. So they just think, oh, this is Rolling Stone's fault, and like we'll show them with how great the show is, but like the clip of the show you gave us was not impressive. So people were kind of dunking on The Weeknd for that, which I was like, he's not my favorite. I'll take it, whatever. But then apparently a Rolling Stone writer retweeted his tweet with like a monkey emoji that was supposed to be a meme, but it's like, if you are a white man talking about a black person, don't include a monkey in your messaging. So it's like, fuck, now I'm on team The Weeknd? How did this happen?
Because optics were not considered.
They were not
They were not considered. It was quickly deleted, though.
It was.
Yes.
It was. But it's just like, Rolling Stone could have won if they just let this lie. And it's like, just let things, when people show themselves, let them dig their own graves, guys.
Sure.
Just like Tom Sandoval did. Fuck you. Fuck you. So Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan had some opinions about the Rolling Stone 200 greatest singers of all time.
Rolling
list.
Stone is getting it this
I
week.
know. They're all over the news saying they need hearing aids. It wasn't until that moment she even was aware of her ranking of 29. I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, so obviously they don't mean a great deal to me. These people don't quantify or validate me in any way, which is great. But Khan was curious about the 199 singers who accompanied her on the list. Aretha Franklin was number 1, as she should be. Joan Baez, 189. Let's be honest, the bitch cannot sing. Ooh. Now, she was a good writer. Adele above her at 22. Okay, I quit. And Mariah Carey all the way at number 5. That must be payola or some shit like that. It was Mary J. Blige, with whom Khan has had a contentious relationship, who really got a blood boiling. Blige's 25 ranking. They are blind as a motherfucking bat. They need hearing aids. These children must be the children of Helen Keller, which is like, guys... This was rude. Like, there's no way around it. I feel like there are people who are like, oh, I love a shady diva moment, which I get. And I'm a Mariah Carey fan. I love a shady diva moment. But it's also like, she could have kept it at the initial quote of like, this doesn't mean anything to me. I didn't know my placement on this.
Because also, guys, like, it's not real.
It's not real.
None of these rankings, like, people get so upset about them.
I know.
None of them are real. Also, this ranking came out weeks ago, Shaka. Like, why are we talking about it? No.
I'm sure just because she's being interviewed for something, and then the interviewer wanted a quote, a click, and it happened, and Shaka took the bait. It's too bad.
Yeah, sure. But the thing is also, Shaka, like, 29 is nothing to scoff at.
I know. It's not bad.
Like, that's a great ranking.
It's not bad.
Lord knows where I would be on that list. It would be in the trillions.
It just feels like, I feel like in the future, this will not happen. I don't feel like when Mariah Carey is Shaka Khan's age that she's going to be talking about lists like these because it's so not her style. She's like, what number was I? Thank you so much. Like, I don't need to hear about anyone else. And that's the kind of diva behavior that I can always get behind.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. And then, who was number one? Aretha, Queen of Soul?
Exactly. Queen of Soul. Yes. Love her. Zendaya is going to be paid $1 million per episode of Euphoria, and apparently people were upset about this.
Why were they like that?
I don't understand.
If they can afford it,
and it's like she's an executive producer on the show, and she, is the awards darling. She keeps winning Emmys for this role. Yeah. She is the star, the main cast member. She's the only person on the poster. Pay her money.
Yeah, and she's one of the biggest stars now. Like the fact that she's such a huge star now, she could easily have been like, I'm not coming back for season 3. Get out of here. And I'm doing Dune too. I'm doing like these huge movies and everything. So I think it's great that she's coming back.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you got the money in the budget, give her what she's worth. I mean, it's one of the highest rated shows at this point,
right?
I'm assuming.
And I'm sure one of HBO's most buzzy shows. I guess honestly, they have a lot of buzzy shows at this point because The Last of Us people love, and The White Lotus obviously. But Euphoria is up there. It's one of those shows that it comes out and people talk about it for the whole week.
It's a show you could meme to death.
It's true.
So, and it has been meme to death. Good. So like, I mean, hey, if they can afford it, I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Good for her. Apparently all of the best song nominees are going to be performing live at the Oscars, except has Hold My Hand been confirmed, Gaga?
Oh, I don't know.
I think as of this article I'm reading, she is the only nominee that's not yet confirmed to be performing.
Okay, I would love for her to perform, but also since she's currently filming The Joker too, I would love if she was somehow like still in character.
I mean, she loves that shit.
And she performs Hold My Hand like as her character in remember, we don't talk about this enough.
I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
Her Grammy performance of Shallow, where she was going off the rails, and it got like the final shot where she's like upside down in front of the camera looking like a corpse, like with the camera zooming in on her frozen. Like people memed that for like a couple days, but we do not talk about that performance enough, because what on God's green earth was happening there, I don't know, but that was the Gaga that was the Gaga I miss and love.
Did you throw your phone?
It slipped off my lap.
Oh, okay.
And so I think it would be fun if at the Oscars she sang Hold My Hand as a crazy person.
And honestly, I don't think that is out of the question. She's a method actor. So I think we should all buckle up, and hopefully she signs on and performs as, Harley Quinn.
I would love that. And I also really would love Not to be like the opening of the Oscars. I was talking about this earlier. I think that would just be like the big jolt that everyone would love. You get a lot of people on that stage dancing their asses off. Everyone in that audience like standing, because the thing with RRR is the people who are seeing it in theaters are like standing up and cheering and clapping during that song, like in the movie. So I think it'd be fun to like show that in the audience of the Oscars, to be like, hey guys, going to the movies is fun. So I think that'd be a great opening number.
Is that the final song in the movie?
No. It's like in the middle of the first act.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
The more you know. The 2023 Film Independent Spirit Awards happened, and apparently Everything Everywhere All at Once cleaned up, won a total of 7 prizes. Is there any way it doesn't win Best Picture?
No. It beat the record for most SAG awards won by a motion picture last week, and it just beat the record at the Independent Spirit Awards for the most awards won by a single movie at the Independent Spirit Awards. Like, it's beating these records. Like, it is getting all the, because Oscar voting just started on Friday.
Oh, really?
So it is getting all of this momentum during voting. Usually movies that are the perceived front runner kind of start to lose momentum during voting, but Everything Everywhere All at Once is just gaining momentum. So to be a producer in that movie, I bet they are thrilled.
I'm sure they are.
So good for everyone involved. Yeah. And the Independent Spirit Awards are always a good time. They're always fun.
I love that. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Oscar voting, make sure if you're a patron to vote in our Oscar pool. Submit your ballot of what you think is going to win every award. I'll put a link in the episode description just so you can have an easy link to it. But if you get the most right of everybody that submits, we've decided that you get to pick the next patron requested video of the entire list of upcoming patron requested videos. So make sure to get those ballots in, babe.
Yeah, you can control the channel
for a week. And I think control the channel is strong, but yes. You hear what we're saying. Keke Palmer had her baby.
That's wonderful.
I think that's so exciting.
She deserves nothing but greatness.
I know. Keke Palmer and Darius Dalton have welcomed Leotis and Drelton Jackson, born on February 25th, 2023. It's a very pretty baby. Everybody seems so happy. I'm glad that, like, what a wonderful mom she's gonna be. Just like she's so good at everything.
Yeah.
She's gonna be great
She's
as being a
great.
mom. And I hope that guy is nice. I don't know anything about him.
I'm sure he's nice.
I'm
I
sure.
feel like she's got good taste.
Yeah, she seems to have a good picker.
Yeah.
Funny Girl is closing in September. The revival of Funny Girl has set its closing date for Sunday, September 3rd. Leah Michelle, Ramin Karimlo, Dreyer Grimes, and Tova Felcha have all extended their contracts to stay with the show through closing night. I found this to be a little shocking. Like, isn't it doing really well? Wasn't it breaking records at the box office?
Yeah, but like Leah Michelle's not going to be in the show. Like at this point, Leah Michelle will have been in it for an entire year, and that's a solid contract run for a Broadway show.
And you don't think they could replace her with someone at this point?
I don't know who could they possibly replace her with. I mean, I'm available.
That's true.
I'm available.
Get in there.
And hey, I did a pretty good job singing Giants in the Sky last week.
You know what? I love the confidence.
You know, if someone was like, hey, you're the next Fanny Bryce, baby, I will get the vocal coaches I need to perform my best.
I'm sure. I am sure you will.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd be there front row. Opening night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You'll be there with a notepad giving me notes. I have some notes.
I have some notes. Here we go. Miley Cyrus is reuniting with Disney for a Disney Plus original special. Endless Summer Vacation Backyard Sessions is streaming on Disney Plus on March 10th in celebration of her record release. It comes out on Friday. So if you're wanting to listen to the album Endless Summer Vacation live with us, make sure to go to our YouTube channel Thursday night, 9 p.m. Pacific time. We're having a live listening party for this. But I'm excited she's having a Disney Plus moment. And we're celebrating the anniversary of The Climb. Like, I don't know. I like that she has a good relationship with her former employer.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
She knows her roots.
Yeah.
Like, she is absolutely a person who knows, like, how she became Miley Cyrus.
Right.
And I don't think she's ever lost sight of that. Even when she was going through her, like, no, I'm an adult now. I'm going to, like, hump people on the VMAs and everything. Like, I think she still would always talk fondly about Disney and everything. So, I mean, I'm glad she's having a moment. I always like Miley Cyrus. So I'm glad she's really taking this moment that she's having and embracing it and doing everything she can.
I'm sorry. When you were saying that, I just realized that it's going to be 10 years since Bangers this year.
Yep.
Man, how old are we?
Old.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Just so you know, I see an article about Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, and I'm skipping it because I don't get what we're arguing about. But we wish them both the best. No one should be bullying. So if you're a fan of theirs, don't bully. And I'm excited for Selena's next album. Okay. Did you see that Vanessa Bryant reached a $28.5 million settlement in her lawsuit over the helicopter crash photos? Apparently, the Los Angeles County over the leaked photos from the helicopter crash that killed her husband and their 13-year-old daughter and 7 others. Apparently, I just can't believe that they took these pictures and were sharing them. She deserves every penny. What a horrible thing for a mother and a wife to go through. And I am glad she sued the pants off these people because that's just such disgusting scum of the earth behavior.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it.
I agree. Good for her.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any other news for idiots you'd like to share?
Big Brother US, CBS has announced they will be keeping the feeds.
Few.
We were scared all week, guys. when Big Brother Canada announced that they were getting rid of the live feeds for this season of Big Brother Canada 11, we were all trembling in our boots. But don't worry, the live feeds will be back. I will be here at my chair talking about everything happening on those feeds for weeks to come, unless I am in that house.
I was gonna say we gotta knock on wood. You could be in the house, and someone could be next to me talking about you in that house every week.
And then I'll be like talking into the camera, updating you guys like live from the Big Brother house. Like, okay, guys, this is what's happening.
I look forward to that. But is there any other news? Oh, congratulations. I think that's a big win for you and the Big Brother community.
Thank you. I needed a win.
You did. We all did. So I think that's going to be it for the News for Idiots. So we're going to take a quick break and then be back with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
That was good.
That was good. Oh, the people are saying we miss when we were pro bullying on this channel. That's funny. Jeff, we get it. Maybe Jeff and Maxwell are the bullies. They say yes, they are. Tyler is also bully, pro bullying, bring bullying back.
Wow, y'all love bullies today.
The U.S. version where they should cut the feeds unless you're on. Is where they should cut the feeds
unless you're on Matt.
Right.
Unless Matt's doing something a little problematic, then cut away.
No, but you'll just always have me in your head. Be like, Matt Palmer would say, "Don't do this."
What would Matt Palmer tell me to do?
Tell you. Oh, someone said something. The appalling thing about all of this is that The Weeknd's performance in that clip, it was shocking and written so badly. That's the thing. People were not happy with that. Vanderpump should use this monologue to promote the show. Thank you, guys. I just really had to get it out. Raquel is on an island by herself. Oof. This sounds crazier than Grey's Anatomy. It's just the fact that they're picking cameras back up. They're filming a whole nother 2 weeks.
Oh, Andy is like, I've got the money. Let's go.
He's also like, Andy is so thrilled about this in a way that I think is a little gross. Like, I'm like, of course, we're all excited to watch the show, but he's just like, how many parts is too many parts for a Pump Rules reunion? Like, he's tweeting up a storm. It's like, bud, someone's life exploded.
Sure, yes.
2 days ago that you is an employee of yours. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just is a little sad.
And it's like, we know that you're foaming at the mouth
right.
at this.
Right.
You don't need to like reiterate that.
Yes. Oh, damn, I need to watch the show. Yes. I do not watch the show and I'm invested. Raquel also said she would that she would mind taking up with Tom Schwartz. Oh, I'm so glad the recap worked. After the news broke, camera started rolling again. That's what happened. We'll probably get the aftermath later this season. Yeah, I think there's at least going to be one. TBH, is she completely blindsided? He cheated on his first girlfriend with her.
I mean, yeah, like, why are we shocked?
I mean, it was years ago,
sure.
And you assume, and it wasn't a months-long affair.
Yeah, with matching lightning bolt. That's
Could you imagine?
That's embarrassing.
And like,
first of all, like, that's so stupid.
I know, it's so stupid. It's
and
like
why lightning bolts? What are you, Harry Potters or whatever?
I think that's like a part of the Tom Tom merch that like Raquel liked to like run around in as like a lightning bolt. I don't know. It's just bad. Palmer, I loved your rendition of Vanderpump Rules. Oh, good, thank you. Is Palmer not liking women talking payback for me not liking stripped? I promise you it wasn't pointed. I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I fell asleep a lot.
Fell asleep.
So I can't say if I liked it or not. We wish everyone the best, aka we don't care, as always. Hilarious. That is what I mean with that. Andy Cohen is a bad man, I'm convinced. I mean, I'm reading a comment.
Yeah.
Palmer didn't like women talking. I did not like it. I just fell asleep a lot. There being 2 Toms was a bit confusing, but yes, good recap. It is confusing. And it is confusing. I apologize. Andy is kind of soulless, LOL. And that's kind of my feeling about Raquel. It's like, I'm not even that mad at her, but it's like, is there anything happening inside of your body? Like emotionally?
Yeah.
The matching necklaces should have been a red flag. Absolutely. I used to be so into Vanderpump. I'm definitely picking it back up now. Ricky, skip season 7 through 9. Horrible television.
You don't need any backstory to understand that season 10 or whatever?
No. 1 through 6. Just know that Raquel and James get engaged and then they break up. I feel seen regardless. Oh, did you not like women talking?
Oh, Jordan famously really hates
women.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Tyler says, "What about women not talking?" That could be the sequel.
Well, do you really want to watch that? What do you want to see women do? I want to see him talk.
I don't want to see men talking. I'll tell you that. I've always gotten bad vibes from Andy, just because I was tired. That's the thing. I just was tired, and the movie is slow and beige, so it happens. Is this about real people or a show? Carol Wells, these are real people. They're on a show.
They're on a show
called Vanderpump Rules, but it's a reality show.
Yeah,
and it is horrifying. It's thrilling.
Matt Steele, did you watch the challenge? No, I don't watch the challenge on MTV. I've seen like the clips of like, the big moments with Big Brother contestants and everything, but I feel like the challenge, like we're at like 60 whatever seasons of that. Like,
yeah, you can't catch up.
I can't catch up to that. I'm so sorry.
And Matt Steele's never going to, I don't know, jump in.
No,
that's not the Matt Steele way.
I do not jump in the middle of anything.
Women Talking is my number 2 of the year. Austin, maybe I'll rewatch it one day. No, it's because I did see a lot of it. Bully Andy Cohen. I think that's a good middle ground. Tyler says bully women. Well, JK. And Raquel hooked up with Garcelle Bouvet's son, who was married. Yeah, she's gotten around and likes men in a relationship. I think Raquel thought Garcelle's son was separated or divorced or whatever. The thing is, I'm trying not to slut shame Raquel because she's a single girl and she should be allowed to hook up with single people. But like your friend's active 9-year-long relationship, like that's fucked up, right? Yes,
yes, you can absolutely blame her. Like you don't blame her as much, but like
I don't blame her as much.
You can blame her for doing something.
It was
bad.
shitty. It's
like,
just a shitty thing to do. Yeah,
like awful. A terrible friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Palmer talk about the B Drag Race app? No. I mean, it was good. What is with this woman talking slander? I thought it was captivating. Claire Foy's performance. All right, people are happy with women talking.
I don't think Judith Ivy's getting enough credit for her performance in Women Talking, or the other older lady, the lady who takes her teeth out.
Ooh,
Brilliant performance.
That flashback of how she lost her teeth.
I know. I know.
Horrifying.
Spoiler alert.
I forgot Garcelle had an older son. I was about to say, oh no, yes, an adult son. Sorry, Garcelle has very young sons. Raquel and Garcelle rhyming is also so funny. Well, Garcelle is Garcelle Bouvet, so she's an actress, so she's like a real person.
Yeah.
So that should help. Nothing wrong with shaming adulterers. all right. For real jokes aside, I'm interested in seeing it. Yeah. I mean, yes. Sheila McCarthy and Judith Ivy are MVPs. Who's Sheila McCarthy?
Sheila McCarthy.
No to the rest.
Oh, Sheila McCarthy's the lady with the teeth.
Oh, great.
Yeah, excellent. They're both excellent. And I mean, everyone in the movie's excellent, but
should have gotten a lot more Oscar noms, but was ignored by the Academy. It's okay to bully adulterers. All right. Then all right. You don't think I was too? Because I don't want to be too hard. I think the focus should still be on Sandoval, but yes.
Sure, of course.
Yes.
But like Raquel knows right from wrong.
She does.
Like,
and her name's Rachel. Why'd you fucking change your name? You know who else did that? Jax Taylor and Hilaria Baldwin. These are bad people.
If you change your name.
I
mean, your
for
name
no reason.
also isn't technically Matt.
It is Matt. Matt is my middle name.
Oh,
Did not change it to Matt.
Guys, the pot calling the kettle.
No, it's
what
not.
What do we say?
I didn't make my name like Mathieu to make myself sound more interesting. Do we have any emails?
Yeah, we have 2 from last week.
Oh, are you ready?
Sure. Hold on. Let me pull them up.
When they're up.
Oh my God, they're up.
Are they up? Okay.
They're up.
Let's get to recording.
All right.
Palmer's Vanderpump Monologues should be a Drag Race lip sync. There's a lot of information and it's very fast, so they'd have to really study that.
Hello.
Hi.
We are back.
It's true.
We are on to Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO.
Yes.
So the first email comes to us from Luke. Luke says, "Hi, Mats. Love your show. A fairly new listener from Melbourne, Australia. 3 years. I think I'm still new."
Okay.
I'd say that.
Sure.
It's been on for a while. Last night in Australia was World Pride, an amazing event of love for our community. On Friday night, there was an opening concert with some amazing Australian and English artists, including Charlie XCX and Kylie Minogue. My 2 questions are, what would be your dream country or city to host? And if you were organizing the opening concert, who would you have on the bill?
Ooh.
Keep up the amazing work. Love to you both. Luke, what country?
I mean, first thought for me would be London, just because, the queer artists that come to mind are British, like Emily K, years and years, and then they could just be driving down the road, jump out, perform,
and London. That way, the Spice Girls can easily reunite for it.
If they want to do that, absolutely. And of course, I would want Mariah there, and some of the big divas of her time. Like, who else is a big gay icon who would be performing at Prides?
Well, my thoughts on there should definitely be Pride performances where it's nothing but character actresses talking.
Of course.
That's like the sequel to Women Talking.
Yes.
Just character actresses talking. And it's just women at a table,
yes,
all over the age of 60, just talking about literally anything. That's my idea of a Pride concert. But I'm trying to think of what is the gayest city of the world? I truly don't know. Whatever city I'm in, baby.
There you go.
Los Angeles, California. Trenton, New Jersey, where I was born. Yeah, I don't know what city it would be.
I mean, Jeff is saying share in the chat. I think if Beyonce wanted to perform all of Renaissance at my Pride, she could. She just want to do the whole Renaissance World Tour for a bunch of queer people. That would be lovely, and we'd love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Minnie K, years and years. Trying to think of other queer acts. People love Brandi Carlile. I feel like we were asked a similar question to this recently.
Yes.
So all those people I said before.
Yeah, definitely. And the artists that really are embraced by the straights, they don't deserve Lorde and
Robin
and Carly Rae.
They don't.
Who've been giving us great music, and they're just being ignored by the heterosexuals of the world. So give them World Pride, baby.
Yes, they can come to 2 Gay Mats Pride whenever it happens.
2 Gay Mats Pride in Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay.
The next question comes from Adrian. Adrian says, mistaken musical identities. Dear 2 Gay Mats, hope you are doing great. I had a question about mistaken musical identities. A lot of people mistakenly attribute popular songs to the wrong artists. For example, Meredith Brooks' Bitch, which a lot of people mistakenly believe is by Alanis Morissette.
Right.
This got me thinking, what are some songs that you mistook for another artist? Or if you cannot think of any, do you ever get annoyed when people misattribute songs?
I remember as a kid being positive that I believe Love Fool, love me, say that you love me. Is that Love Fool? I was like arguing with people that it was the Spice Girls. I was like, no, that's the Spice Girls.
What?
No, that's the Spice Girls. Like, I know it's the Spice Girls. Don't come at me with this. It's the Spice Girls. It was not the Spice Girls.
It's not even a group, is it?
I think it's a band of some kind.
You don't hear the Spice Girls have such a specific tone to like each of their individual
Look.
voices. Like, did you hear Mel C ad-libbing over the third chorus? No.
I just felt like the kind of sunny, upbeat, positive pop sound of the time was very Spice Girls, and it felt like something they would do.
I could recognize the Spice Girls voices from across town. Like, and I'd be like, this is so specifically Mel B.
Right, but if you didn't know me in 1995 and you mistook Mariah for someone else, it could happen. I wasn't as into the Spice Girls as you were, so I heard
1995, the Spice Girls didn't even exist.
I'm talking about Mariah Carey. She existed.
Okay. I thought you were still referring to Love Me, Love Me.
Anyways, yes, so I didn't know their names. I didn't know their vocal tones. I knew what kind of music they put out, and it felt Spice Girls-y to me. I was wrong. I mean, admitting I was wrong for the first time in 10 years on 2K Mats. We should all be thanking me. You're welcome.
You know what? We can. It's okay. We can forgive, but we will not forget.
What did you have any artists that you thought did certain songs?
I always do sort of mix up like the Tovlos and the Zara Larsons and like the pop girls who are like from another. Is Tovlo from another country?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I think she's Swedish.
Sure, like
Yes.
like those kind of artists that are all. I would say the slightly lesser known ones, like not the A-list ones,
Right.
but like the other ones. Like I kind of always like confuse them a lot. And I'm always like, oh, whose voice is this? What's
Right.
going on and everything. So that's the kind of stuff that I always confuse.
Totally.
I can't say I like confuse specific songs.
Yeah.
None that pop up in my head right away. Do you get angry when people... Because there are a lot of times where most of the time it's like a song exists and I never knew it was by this person, but I don't attribute it to another person.
I don't think I get angry, but I'll correct.
Sure.
And I'll be like, well, no, let's look it up. I'm right.
Yeah,
But
like-
I don't, it doesn't upset me, but I'm here to help. And I want to be like, hey, what you said is wrong.
Yeah, like a Louis Capaldi. Like I truly didn't know. We have a Louis Capaldi review coming this. It will be uploaded like Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I truly did not know what's the song that's the first bonus track.
Before you go.
Before you go, I truly did not know that was Louis Capaldi
wow.
until I heard it on the album, and I was like, of course this was Louis Capaldi.
Right.
Like I just like it didn't. 2 and 2 didn't come together.
Right.
For me for that. So that's the kind of stuff that I would say fits me into this category.
I remember when I was a kid also being positive that All I Want for Christmas Is You was a cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know a cover of whom. I knew Mariah did it. But I was like, yeah, that's Mariah's version of this song. And it's like, no, it's Mariah's fucking song. But that just points to how classic the song is and how it sounds like it's from another era and how she's a perfect writer for all generations and makes timeless music. So it works.
Not to bring up Shaka again, but there are the people who think that I'm Every Woman is just originally
That's true.
A Whitney Houston song.
Yes.
Which I'm sure Shaka has some things to say about that.
Yeah. And do you think people think I Will Always Love You is Whitney original? Or do you think there's still people out there?
I'm positive there are people who don't know
come
that's a Dolly Parton song.
I feel like it's so, I don't know. I would like to think it's so widely known at this point that it's Dolly Parton, but you never know.
If you're connected to the internet like we are.
We are. We love
like
the internet.
everyone listening, I'm sure.
Got to get that Ethernet cord right. And
Gotta
I'm
get the
always
Ethernet-
connected.
Gotta get your cords working, guys.
You do.
Yeah.
So Matt Steele.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments, darling?
So first of all, like being able to see my two friends who I haven't seen in a very long time, having all of us reunited was really, really wonderful. But also I saw another 2022 film that I really enjoyed a lot. It's called Causeway. It was nominated at the Oscars for Best Supporting Actor, Brian Tyree Henry. And it's starring Jennifer Lawrence, and she is playing a woman. It takes place, I don't know how many years, probably like more than 10 years prior to now.
Okay.
And she is coming back from Afghanistan, and she has been injured and has this brain injury. And so she's like redeveloping like her motor skills and everything.
Yep.
And during this rehabilitation, she goes back home to where she's from, which I believe is New Orleans area. And she befriends this guy who is a mechanic who is played by Brian Tyree Henry. And they're sort of leaning on each other he has a past that he struggles with as well, and she is trying to like recuperate, and they're both like sort of trying to heal each other in the process, and their friendship is really, really beautiful. I think it's a lovely, lovely film. Brian Tyree Henry is fantastic.
Wow.
I loved him so much in If Beale Street Could Talk, and he got a little bit of Oscar buzz for If Beale Street Could Talk, but he actually kind of played a similar vibey role in that movie. They're very different movies. Like If Beale Street Could Talk is a little more stylized, I would say, but that's the same type of role of sort of like that friend who you can lean on, who has insightful things to say, and he just feels so natural and warm and inviting and sweet. And so I think it's a wonderful nomination, and I'm so glad that he got nominated, especially because the movie didn't get any other nominations. So it could have easily been, his performance could have easily been looked over. But so I'm very happy that the acting branch nominated him. So yeah, I suggest everyone try it out. It's Apple TV. All right. On Apple TV, I used my friend Connor's Apple TV password.
Oh, great. I could have given you mine. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, Connor offered.
Great.
So I guess, you didn't offer me. And plus, you with technology is not really great this week. So
really? You're coming for me about technology, doll?
All of my technology worked this week.
I don't know. I just don't think of you as a technology person, but we can go on.
Hey, my microphone's working. I put this microphone in front of me, and it is working just fine.
You moved it from point A to point B.
Yeah, but hey, it didn't break.
It didn't
break.
That bar is low.
Yeah,
you cleared it.
And I'm sure I knocked it a couple times.
It happens. It's fine.
It's
You're
fine.
expressive.
I sure am. Matt Palmer.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments this week?
I was so preparing for the Tom Sandoval read that I really have not a lot to say here. I will say that playing Zelda has been very fun. We have been rediscovering Zelda on Switch. It is Link's Awakening, which I think is a port from like an Game Boy Advance or something, and they kind of made a 3D-esque version for Switch. And I'm loving playing through it. It's also very fun to play with Jackson because as much as he doesn't like playing the actual video game because it's kind of hard, a little bit, he's very good with the puzzles, and there's so many puzzles across the universe. It just is like, I grew up playing Zelda with my family, like my dad and my brother and I always played a lot, and my mom did a little bit, and when we were growing up, and so playing this new version has been so nice, and it's gotten me a little warmed to the idea of playing Breath of the Wild, which is like the Zelda game that was made for Switch, but it's so open world, and like me, I like structure.
Sure.
I like do this, and you win. And this is like, you have a whole world in front of you, do whatever you want. I was like, I hate that. And so I had just gotten my Switch. I wasn't mentally prepared for Breath of the Wild, but I think once I beat Link's Awakening, I'll be more open to Breath of the Wild. And then the Breath of the Wild sequel is coming out in a couple of months. And it's like, can I fit all this Zelda into 2023? I don't know.
So is Breath of the Wild something that you can feasibly win? Or is it just so open-ended that it's just like you just play forever and ever and not accomplish anything?
I mean, yes, you can feasibly win, but there's also like, but you can do every side quest and win all these Korok seeds, which like, I'm not doing that. Like, all I want to do is beat Ganon at the end of the day. He's our bad guy.
Okay.
And you can feasibly win it. I just need to be patient with myself and be okay with like finding new paths and not having like a straight forward, like go to this level, then this level, then this level. But I'm not used to that.
You know what? This is your year to expand your horizons.
Absolutely.
And to not take it so seriously, baby.
Maybe one day I'll figure out how to stream my playing of Zelda Breath of the Wild live, because people love watching that shit.
They really do.
And I'm like, I don't care why, but I'll do it if I can hook this thing up.
People watch it. Remember that time we were on Twitch?
I do remember that time we were on Twitch. I'm glad we're back to YouTube. It feels right.
Sure. It's we still get emails from Twitch being like, hey, where'd you go?
We get emails sometimes where it's like, you have a new Twitch follower. And I'm like, oh, baby, you're not going to get anything.
I'm so sorry.
Come straight here.
Sorry to those new followers.
I know. Sorry to those men.
But I'm sure they follow us on YouTube.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, guys.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people today?
Oh, that we love you so much, guys. Please join us for the Miley Cyrus album listening party, and then the next live stream podcast is going to be the Oscars. I mean, we're not going to watch the Oscars on the live stream. We'll be after the Oscars are over, then we'll pop in and do our live podcast. So it'll be a little later next week, but I'm excited. It's going to be an active week for
Absolutely.
us.
And on Saturday, if you're around in the afternoon on Pacific time, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, if there's no internet issues, I will be recording my new song, Most Improved, live on YouTube on the Matt Palmer Music YouTube page. And I hope you come and see it. It's pretty fun just seeing all the layers happening and the vocal performance. And I think I've gotten the timing right. It's going to be fun. So make sure to become a patron if you want to. Go to patreon.com/2gaymats. You can join our Discord where we talk all the time. And the Patreon's a lot of fun. You can request videos for us to react to, review. And just keep listening to the podcast because I like it.
Yeah, guys. So everyone check your Ethernet cables. Fuck Tom Sandoval. Fuck Raquel. Or Rachel.
Whatever her fucking name is. And we love you all.
We'll see you next week.
See you then. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Rate us on iTunes, too.
Yes, do that. Yes, thanks, guys.
Yay, that's
we always forget. Yes, Link's Awakening is great. Breath of the Wild is amazing. Okay. OMG, Matt Palmer Twitch era incoming. It's true. Grace, they don't mention the visuals anymore either. Look.
I was thinking about the visuals today.
We're all right. We don't say it. We're always thinking about it.
Yeah.
All right. So we're still on board. They're still coming.
Come on, Beyonce. Come on. Like,
I know.
You're not Sam Levinson and like waste $75 million for nothing.
She would never do that.
You would never do that. You would put something out. Let's go.
So how do we feel, guys? What are we up to? After this, we're going to take a couple of new pictures.
We are going to do it this week.
Yes, Matt still doesn't have a date. So we're going to try to take some pictures so we can actually have our faces on the podcast app when you want to, follow and subscribe and do all that stuff. So that'll be fun.
Don't you want to do that? I'm sure you all already do that, but...
The Cardigan Sing Love Fool. Yeah, I was wrong about it. I'll be doing surgery prep, but I set a reminder, so hopefully I'll be there for most of the listening party. Oh, yay, great.
Yes, good luck with that.
I am always thinking about, that's the thing. If you're a B fan, you're always thinking about the visuals, and you're just not talking about it because it's hurtful.
Yeah.
Palmer, I'm replaying Breath of the Wild for the third time. If you need any help, I'm here. Okay, I will at you because I do need help. Y'all got Rex for March Madness listening. If you haven't listened to Robin Body Talk, I feel like we talk about her
all three.
All three.
All three.
And yeah, don't do the final album. Do all of the three. I'm sad to. It's hard for me to give you options after Austin hated Strip so much.
And when are y'all going to do show tunes? You can include show tunes on this March Madness.
Jimmy said he didn't want show tunes, but I'm sure some people are open to show tunes.
Jimmy likes show tunes.
Or was it? No. I'm sorry. It was Jeff who was like, that won't be necessary. Jimmy was going to offer show tunes. And
yeah.
Jeff was
Austin and Jeff are show tune Grinches. Yeah. Matt Steele, how was that watch party of your movie? It was great. It didn't exist. It happened right in here in my mind. Sorry, guys. February was so busy for me. You have no idea.
When's it happening?
Maybe March.
Maybe March.
Yes.
All
yes.
Right. All right. The question is, will I?
Oh. You okay? Okay.
Not cracked.
Okay.
The question is, will I have two vocal recording sessions live before you have the Devos watch party?
Probably.
Come on, no. Yeah, because only one is in March. I won't do one for the rest of March.
Yeah, but also I don't have my Saturday days free.
You mean for the Devos watch party? You could pick a different day on Saturday.
My weekends are hard.
You could pick a different day. Pick a weekday.
Okay.
People will come. People come to the Thursday night ones.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The London recording of The Girl from North Country. Yes, that's your March Madness album.
I will say again, you are like Christians waiting for the rapture. Don't do this, Grace. Yeah, not happening. Sorry. Austin, what about The Wiz? The Velvet Rope was excellent. I appreciate your recommendations, Palmer. Good. I'm glad the Velvet Rope is so great. Yes, Grace, I can do The Wiz.
Well, then it has to be the original Broadway cast recording of The Wiz. Okay. And not the movie. The movie, like,
can we do the movie Dreamgirls soundtrack?
Oh, I believe in the Discord, I gave you all homework to listen to the concert version of Dreamgirls so you all understood how amazingly written that musical is.
I don't think the point of the Discord is that you give people homework, though.
y'all, I give homework. I am your mother.
If you build it, they will go. I'm seeing Usher in Vegas next week. Oh, great. Have a great time.
Devo's watch party coming summer. Yes.
That's true. The soundtracks only. No, yeah, soundtrack. Would you, let's say the option was they did do cast recordings for March Madness, but would only refer to them as soundtracks. Would that be okay?
Sure. I just won't, I'll just block that word out.
Okay. Can't wait for the Wicked movie. A lot of people are excited. You got to talk to Adam Parnell.
Adam Parnell is ready. The Wicked movies, darling.
I worry that Adam Parnell's so excited for the Wicked movies that I'm like, is this going to let you down? Like if it's anything, I don't know. I feel like when the bar is so high, it's hard.
Sure.
I found the original cast recording used on vinyl.
Oh, didn't you share that, Austin? Of The Wiz, you're talking, right? Matt Steele assigning homework and realizing I'm failing his class.
He's giving homework when he couldn't have the watch party. He's going to have it.
I'm going to have it.
That was the first version of Dreamgirls I ever heard, Matt.
Yes.
There you go. Do you like the movie Grace? I don't know if I know how Grace feels about the Dreamgirls movie. I love it.
Steel Mother era.
Yes, I'm gonna try to try this album a day thing. It sounds fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think of let me go through my albums and see if ones that people. I mean, TLC. Oh, I'm trying to think of which album. Crazy Sexy Cool or Fan Mail? Which do you think is more likely that younger people will like?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I imagine like Fan Mail has that very, very specific sound that's very, very specific to that era.
Yes, it does.
Whereas Crazy Sexy Cool feels a little more.
It feels a little time. Yes. So maybe Crazy Sexy Cool is the bigger hit of that. I would say TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool. We've all heard of all of Beyonce's discography. I mean, people hate him now, but Thicke's A Beautiful World is an excellent album. And I know we don't like Robin Thicke, but that album is great. Kylie Minogue, Body Language. Younger people.
Body Language is so great.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Maxwell, younger people at me next time. You're all younger people
all
to
young.
me.
We are all young.
Christian, listen to the Velvet Rope if you haven't. Yes. And Jimmy, who is unborn still. Blah, blah, blah. You talk. I'm looking for albums.
Okay. Well, Christian says he didn't like Crazy Sexy Cool when he listened to it a while ago.
That's okay.
Let's try it again. I can't wait to win the Oscar pool and bump my Broadway patron request to the front.
Hey, we'll take it.
I love that. Dirty Computer.
Dirty Computer, I'm sure you've all heard. I hope you've all heard.
Tyler is 20. Crazy Sexy Cool is more timeless. Also, Waterfalls is a perfect song. Also, SZA's Control and SOS are great. I still have never listened to a SZA album.
I've listened to both of them. Hi, Rat Attack.
Hello, Rat Attack.
Ooh, Tony albums on my list. Yes. I just was listening to Secrets the other day. Remember when we did Secrets? We did the album review of Secrets. Remember that?
Yes, I do. I remember doing it. I don't remember that album.
It's excellent. It's very R&B
nice.
90s feeling. But I think
I remember liking it.
You didn't like it enough. Maxwell will like it because he's in a babyface place right now, I think, and it's very babyface heavy.
I had to listen to Madonna, and this is why multiple times, so maybe a second listen will help. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Rhythm Nation, Control, Velvet Rope.
Yes.
Future Nostalgia, Pop Album of the Century.
Yeah. Century?
A century is a long time.
We'll give her decade. Moment.
Sure. Moment.
Of
Pop
right album of right now.
Yeah. Ray of Light.
Yes, Ray of Light.
Tony's debut is excellent. Unbreak My Heart.
Not the debut.
No, well, I'm singing Jeff wrote Unbreak
Oh,
My
I
Heart.
see. Okay.
I was just singing Jeff's message.
The debut is like, if I never feel you in my arms again.
Of course, I knew that.
Breathe Again.
I knew that. Aaliyah's Red album.
Oh,
that's a great one. Everyone needs to listen to.
And it's on Spotify now because Aaliyah's weird uncle, who we hate, put it up. But it's there.
I mean, we're thankful that he put it up.
We are thankful.
Why did it take so long? Weird uncle.
He's weird.
Yeah.
And he's he put up JoJo's albums too, but he's not giving JoJo any money.
Ooh,
He's a fucked up person. Jagged Little Pill, absolutely.
Christian likes Ray of Light better now, but I still don't care for the title track.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Palmer, you don't like those songs. Which songs?
Say You Love Me Again. Oh, we're all just singing Unbreak My Heart.
Matt Palmer, what did you think of SOS? I need to listen to it more, but I found it a little sleepy and vibey for me. I liked Control better.
Okay.
We'll always promote Aaliyah's self-titled. Aaliyah's self-titled is great.
We all love Aaliyah here at Two Gay Mats.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gotta get through this, Daniel Bedingfield.
Oh, that's a fun one.
That's a great one. Yeah, Palmer, Control, and SOS. Yeah, I'm more of a Control, but I haven't given SOS that many chances. But Kill Bill grew on me, but I'm more into Control.
What about Ashanti's albums? Jasmine.
Ashanti's first album is great. I think they get worse and worse.
Well, Beyonce, she is no Ashanti.
Vanessa Carlton, Harmonium.
Oh, Harmonium is so great.
Excellent.
I love Harmonium.
I'm literally just going through all the albums I was saying. Aaliyah 1 in a Million is also great. Electric, you know what? Electric Red, How to Be a Lady, Volume 1. Was there a Volume 2? No. But
it's okay. There's only Act 1 of Renaissance.
This is too soon. This is one of those albums that The Dream wrote every single note of. And it's, God, when The Dream is on, he is so on.
I feel like I gaslight everyone with the visual tea. Oh, Jay's here. My sources are all credible.
But B is just... Wait, is there any additional TJ?
Oh, God. God.
Tell us. I'm nervous. Aaliyah's my listen for tomorrow. Yes.
I can't imagine Beyonce chaotic. I can't imagine that.
I think she's just very particular. you know?
Sure.
And she's like, no, I don't like this moment. I don't like this.
Sure.
Honestly, the Hootie and the Blowfish album, Cracked Rearview, that was a big, big hit at the time.
Yeah.
Ashanti
is great live.
Oh, that's good.
Justice for Vanessa Carlton.
Absolutely. Love that.
Actually, for a real suggestion, Phineas' 2 albums are both great.
Okay. M&EK Language, if we never listened to that, it's an excellent album.
Van Hunt, whom I just discovered is amazing, and turns out he's Halle Berry's boyfriend.
Oh,
I didn't know she wasn't with her husband anymore.
Jay, I'm still sad about Rihanna giving up music forever. She said she was going to put something out in that article.
Yeah. She said it in a lot of articles in years past.
Danity Kane, Welcome to the Dollhouse. Jeff, did you listen to Welcome to the Dollhouse? Because I know you loved that first album. I think Tomorrow for Me is JoJo's The High Road. That's an excellent
that's
one.
Solid.
That's
great.
Just think of me when Coming for You comes on. I'm breaking down, I just can't take it anymore. Oh no.
Get ready for JoJo's Broadway debut, guys.
I know, she's coming.
Liz Fair, Exile in Guyville. She's more indie.
Oh.
Hello, Valentine.
Hi,
Valentine. Rihanna Loud.
It's on the list, Palmer.
All right. Well, everyone has some albums to listen to.
I know. I think this is a really fun thing. If people come, I would love everyone to come back to the chat. I mean, go to the Discord if you're on Patreon. But just come to the chat and tell us how you felt about the albums you listened to.
Valentine just came from a Paramore concert.
How were they? How did the new songs translate from this? Stream the re-records. Yes, of JoJo. You should be streaming the re-records so she gets some money.
Yuruma's albums are all great. They are a new age contemporary classical piano album.
Don't give the money to Olia's weird uncle. Agreed. Barry Henderson? Something like that. Avril Lavigne Let Go. I saw that, but I almost maybe everyone's heard it. But if you haven't, that is a moment. Not that I should be suggesting albums coming from the early aughts anymore, because Stripped got such a mean review.
Listen, take it up with Austin.
I know, but he liked the Velvet Rope. It's fine. Mariah Carey, Daydream, and Butterfly back to back. It was amazing. Yes, go Paramore.
It was amazing.
I love that.
That's great. The Juno soundtrack. That's interesting.
That and Under My Skin. Yeah, Christian's an Under My Skin person. Paramore need background singers. What albums would y'all recommend if I love future nostalgia? Confessions on a Dance Floor, Madonna.
Sure.
Robin, Body Talk.
When is Confessions on a Dance Floor going to be the real version on Spotify? That's what I want to know.
Isn't it so upset? Well, the thing is, it's fine until you listen to the real version,
and
you're like,
oh
no,
wait.
I know. Yeah. It really needs to change.
Yeah.
Charm Bracelet is also on my list. Fake Lamb, since I still haven't listened. I mean, Charm Bracelet has some lovely lyrical moments. And Through the Rain, I think, is great.
Like a Prayer, 1989. Girl, everyone's heard 1989. Get out of here.
Not me forgetting about that album. Trying to think, maybe Purple Rain.
Girl, everyone's heard Renaissance. Don't worry.
I know, we've all heard Renaissance.
Except for the Grammy voters. They clearly have never heard it.
Oh, still mad. We'll never not be mad about that.
Yeah.
Charm Bracelet is underrated. Glitter is underrated. It's too long, but it really has some hidden gems. Like Subtle Invitation is great. I feel like people... That's the thing. Everyone loves Charm Bracelet. Palmer, you better not start bad-mouthing Charm. I'm not bad-mouthing it. I would just say it's near the bottom of my Mariah albums list.
If you had to rank them.
If I had to rank them.
What do you prefer, Charm Bracelet or Emotions? Because that's your other one.
It is the other one.
I mean, Emotions has
Can't
Let Go and Emotions.
And the vocals are out of control.
Yes.
I prefer Emotions. I prefer Emotions.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think what would be my third from the bottom. I don't know.
Would it be?
Is Music Box your bottom for you? Because I know you don't like it.
Just because it feels the least her.
Right.
You know?
And she would agree with you, but I don't think that. Emotions has emotions. Yes, it does. It's a great song.
Would your third least favorite be what's it, Rainbow?
Maybe Rainbow.
Okay.
Maybe,
but Rainbow has pedals.
Yes.
We know I'm a pedal
Heartbreaker is so good, though, and Crybaby is so good. And that thing is, her discography is so incredible. It's hard, but... Oh, James Blunt. Love that. Music Box is music for moms.
Listen, moms need music, too. Our moms need Michael Bolton.
Oh, Max.
Charm
Bracelet greater than Emancipation.
Moderators.
don't. Moderators don't. But that's not true. I mean, that's just not true. I can't engage.
It's just not true.
It's just not true. My top tier Mariah album is Mia and Mariah, and I stand on that. We love Mia and Mariah too, and people shit on it. I went home and I was hanging out with some other lambs, and they're like, we have never listened to Mia and Mariah all the way through.
That's crazy. Faded. Freaking
Dedicated.
hashtag beautiful.
Cry.
Dedicated, cry. Oh, you know I love Camouflage.
Camouflage is that? Of course you do, but Camouflage is great.
That and just like her vocals on the last two numbers, like the gospel number.
Yes. I love Rainbow, Such a Moment in Time. To anyone wanting to try something out of left field, Preacher Daughter by Ethel Cain. She needs to be paying y'all, honestly. Emancipation is a great album. Yeah, I think that was my first suggestion for Austin, because he has trouble with like super ballads, and I was like, you're gonna get a lot of that in 90s Mariah, and I think Emancipation you're gonna like.
Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent. We listened to that, Christian.
We did. You're gonna hear how we feel about
baby.
it. It's coming. Tegan and Sarah love you to death. Ooh, I like that title, if nothing else. Mia Mariah is underrated. The vocals on Emancipation sounded too tuned and weird for me. I don't think, at least there were vocals to tune. Like,
ooh, and Cry.
Cry's
great. Just when you open an album with just boom, 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 Cry. It's like, yes, iconic.
Do you think Olivia Rodrigo's Sour is going to be on the level a lot of millennials were into this teen Gen Z album? It's going to be on what level? I think it was very good and people are going to like it. I think sometimes people have the tendency to give that album a little bit too much. Like, it's not Jagged Little Pill.
Sure.
But it's a very competent and well put together and great album.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the thing I was more so excited with about that album, besides the fact that it was great, but it was just like, oh, she has so much potential. Like, there's so much bigger stuff yet to come, like in her writing.
Yes.
Like, I think that's the thing that really excited me
Totally.
about Sour.
Totally.
Because, she's like 17 when she wrote
Jeff.
Sour?
It's better than Jagged Little Pill. Come on. Jeff? We'll see the Sour musical when it comes out in 2050. Cool is my favorite. Gwen Stefani. You should give it a listen. No, we know Cool. Wow, Palmer just at us. No, I like it a lot. Like a whole lot. But
I wish we saw 2Gay Matt's live reaction to Mia and Mariah. I listened to Matt Palmer listening to it through the door.
And Meteor Right was very strange.
And after all I heard was, because I couldn't hear like what he was listening to, I just heard him like being like, yes, like screaming. And at one point, after one song, he just said out loud, that was weird. And so for the entire night, I was trying to think of what song it would be. I thought it was the one with the kids.
Oh, Supernatural.
Supernatural. But no, it was Meteorite.
Meteorite. There was already a Sour musical. Was there? Oh, you mean her little like prom thing? I don't think that counts.
That was a cute little concert.
That was cute. We love a cute little concert.
Yeah.
And she's very talented, has so much promise.
Yeah. Oh, remember that Flower song she wrote for High School Musical?
You love that fucking
That's
song.
a great fucking song.
You were all about that.
When I heard the premise of that song where it's like, it's from the perspective of the rose from Beauty and the Beast, I was just like, what the fuck? But then I listened to it and I was like, oh wait, no. We are all the rose.
Ooh, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a great one. You should listen to that if you haven't heard it. Supernatural is great. I love Supernatural. And I think if we're talking about vocal editing, Mia and Mariah has worse cases of that. And I think Supernatural is one of the most natural vocals on that album. So,
okay.
You know how I feel about songs with kids and things. It's not my favorite, but she sounds great.
The fact that you don't despise that song is growth for you. It's a testament
to... I'm trying to think of the songs about kids that I like.
Tiny hands.
Not bad. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is excellent. Banger after banger, absolutely. Plastic Hearts is excellent and deserves more. Okay, so should we go so we can take some pictures?
Sure, let's take some pictures. I gotta change my shirt.
All right. Yeah. So guys, we're gonna head on out. But keep having fun with March Madness. Tell us which albums you're listening to next week. I can't wait to hear. And we'll talk to you all so very soon.
Yeah, we'll see you on Thursday night if you guys are coming.
Yes, we'll see you Thursday night. You, me, and Miley. Bye, guys.
Bye.